Were black people bamboozled by Zoran Mamdani?
Absolutely. Until he shows different, yes.
What makes you say that?
Mamdani got in literally on the back of young, black, progressive, active black organizers, specifically one in part, rest in peace, Sinead Curry, who was in these places that Mamdani wasn't even thinking about going to. Mm-hmm. She was going into there doing those knock-in votes. He gets in, 200,000 black people have been pushed out of Brooklyn. Specifically, we're not talking about New York as a whole because that number goes up. We're talking about Brooklyn.
In what time frame?
Over the last 2 decades, over the last 20 years.
Okay.
Mamdani has yet to hire any black deputy mayors. He has 5 deputy mayors. And not one of your deputy mayors are black. Not one. Not one person that has to stand in between you and the community that they serve. None of them is black.
Who do you feel black people should have voted for?
That's always a tough question. I rarely think anybody is there to serve us.
Yeah, but the question was, were we bamboozled?
Yeah.
So if we were bamboozled by voting for him, then that means that there was a better option.
No, not always.
I like where you're going with
Not always. I don't know, specifically for black people, I don't know if there was any good option.
Because we also had Eric Adams.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He was black.
Eric Adams was terrible.
And Silva and Mamdani.
Yeah. Eric Adams, as shitty as he was, he had 3. He had 3 black deputy mayors.
And just because people are black don't mean that they're for us.
I don't agree.
But
So first of all, he's only been in office for 3 months.
Yes.
Any politician, you're going to find things about them that you can criticize, that you can critique. Overall, there's a couple of things that he's got on the table that I don't agree with. But overall, I think he's the best person for the job. I think he means well, and I think he's going to do well for the people.
P, you need a safe word?
Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Astaghfirullah. That's my saying.
All right, bet.
No, but I might be saying that anyway, so maybe that can't be the safe. It means like
Are you allowed to tell me? I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
yeah, it's like you seek forgiveness. It's when you seeking
It's not a
forgiveness.
sorority.
I don't know. Y'all niggas don't be playing.
No, I'm here to educate the people.
The
Like
Ramadanians
you
was
can
not
ask
playing
any
this shit.
questions.
Every
at-
joke-
Ramadanians?
Because not
That's
everybody that
actually
did
hilarious.
Ramadan
No, I like that though.
was
That's
Muslim.
a fact.
They
A
was
lot of
practicing
non-Muslims were
I started
fasting
it.
this
I don't
year.
like that you saying this.
What?
Because you were coaxing me into being a non-Muslim during the Ramadan.
Which
and
makes you
now
a
you're
Ramadan.
No,
like
I'm not mad.
calling me a
No, but I'm not
Ramadanian.
mad about it. I'm saying there was a lot of non-Muslims, and I didn't know what to call. I was just like, yo, they
Ramadanians.
fasting, but
Why do you need to
Ramadan?
call them something?
Because we live in America where everybody needs an identity.
I have an identity. I'm
You are
a
non-binary
non-Muslim.
and practicing Ramadan.
I'm
Why?
non-binary.
How he be non-binary?
He's a non-binary
I
Muslim.
can't.
Jesus, this is where we starting?
Y'all know Neek Bucks?
Yeah.
Yo, I was just peeping his
know
post
we recorded.
earlier today.
Please don't tell me he died. Don't tell me he died.
No, he ain't died.
Oh.
So he had this post like wearing all this Muslim garb,
Oh, yeah.
and he talking about hoes, bitches, gambling, all types of
See,
shit.
astaghfirullah.
That's the stuff, Lord.
Yeah.
That's haram.
That's the whole reason
So,
for
and people in the
Ramadan.
comments was like, yo, that's haram. But I ain't know what
Oh,
that
they
meant.
were?
But I was like, I'm not Muslim, but something don't seem right about this shit.
Wait, is he? So
Wait.
he's Muslim in the garb.
Yeah.
Wait,
with
let me
the
see. Let
whole-
me
No,
see.
he's not.
He's not Muslim.
No, he is Muslim. What Trump is saying is that his music be talking about shooting bitches, fuck bitches, shooting niggas, all that shit.
Yeah.
But then
In the same post.
in the same hand, he practices.
I'm not Muslim, but something feels. Oh, this is you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I made a comment.
clock it.
You can't, bro.
Clock
What?
it.
I seen
Somebody said this not haram, and then somebody said I'm about to take my shahada. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's the day
Bro,
he's
the
Muslim.
day of
Being
Eid,
Muslim is just a fashion statement. Ciao.
the day of Eid, I seen a dude walking. He had the garb on, walking,
Smoking weed.
smoking
I've
a
seen it.
cigarette,
Couldn't wait.
smoking a cigarette. Like,
I've
yeah,
seen
cigarette.
it.
Cigarettes
I've
is
seen
white.
it.
Damn.
that gotta be haram.
That gotta
I've
be.
seen
That's
it.
crackish.
I seen. I seen a brother outside my man shit. Well, I ain't going to reveal people's sins, but yeah, they.
Now,
I see
okay,
it.
I wasn't gonna start with this, right? First of all, welcome back to So Shameless, everybody.
We
Right?
just dove into it.
Yeah, y'all forced me into this.
Oh.
Because I was gonna slowly go into. What do you mean? How
No,
do you say that in Ramadan?
No, you can't say
Is that
that
what you're
for
about to say?
something like that.
Okay.
Is that what you're about to say?
He's asking me about astaghfirullah.
Yeah. Astaghfirullah. My bad.
No.
You don't even know. See, now that's
No.
mocking. You're mocking.
I'm not mocking anything.
You're mocking us.
Okay. Us?
Us is
Keep
crazy.
the Arabic.
You're a Ramadanian.
Like now he's locked in now. Now he's part of it.
You're not a Muslim. You're a Ramadanian. Until you
I did
take a
realize
shahada.
that. So Mouse is saying this because, first of all, we have Trauma's here, Mouse is here, and I want to say, a friend of upwards of 30 years, 25 years, something like that,
crazy.
here on the couch with me, right?
Hey, yeah, it's true. Wow,
Princess
that's
Bay,
crazy. Whole government is crazy.
Can I do that? I can't say that?
X-Plug?
Can I say that?
Use the plug?
It's gonna start too much conversation.
Yo,
It's gonna start too much
The
conversation.
drug dealing to Muslim
No.
pipeline is crazy. It is crazy.
It's not. She wouldn't be the first.
And she won't be the
If
last.
she were,
Right, because look at all of these people,
I don't know
all
who
these
you're talking about.
rappers
No,
and whatnot.
No, you can't divulge their sins.
That's correct, and I
oh
won't
my God, this nigga.
divulge mine.
Jesus Christ.
Let's just say that I've come a long way.
Come along.
But let's
been
say
a journey.
let's say you was on the Art of Dialogue. What would they interview you about? If you was on Vlad, what would they interview you about? What would be the first question?
I mean, I've lived many lives.
Okay,
so,
fair enough. Okay, yep,
you know,
that's
there'd be a plethora of topics.
that is the identifier of a drug dealer.
I am so scared for Princess today.
I am too.
This is a mess. We should set Mouse in the other room.
I was about to say on the
Put a
other.
TV and a monitor in there so he could watch and just comment. We got to do that one day.
Nigga
Just let him just
nigga
comment.
made me
in the other
academics.
room.
That's crazy.
Yeah, word. Just put this nigga in a basement with a bottle of Henny. He
Nigga
don't
made
drink.
me mouse academics. That's so crazy.
But yes, it is now 3 days after Eid Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Same thing.
How words go.
I said the wrong word.
It's Mubarak, but a lot of people
Say it
that,
the way I said it.
Yeah,
Because of Barack
unknowingly, 'cause
Obama.
they don't. I think so. I think that's the association people make to try to remember it.
That's what I
Because
do.
when I'm trying to remember something, I have to create an association. So I think people hear Barack and they be like, Eid Mubarak.
It's Barrett.
Because there's no
Mubarak.
extra,
Mubarak.
there's the extra A.
It's no C.
There's no C.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to remember all the Instagram posts I seen.
Mubarak.
Oh, because there's the extra A. Okay.
Why?
I'm only going off of Instagram. All right, forgive me.
What is Eid? Matter of fact, what is this process that we just went through? What is the whole thing? I'm just going to
Now you ask after the fact.
I asked you during, but we have mad listeners that would want to know why was Tahoe even doing this. We got to start with this. What is Ramadan?
So we'll talk about your reason
Right.
after, right?
Right,
Because you
exactly.
had your own reason for it. But fasting during the holy month of Ramadan is obligatory for all Muslims. It is a month that we. Oh, am I good on the sound? During that time, everyone gets something different out of it, but we focus on obviously worship, on prayer, on asking for forgiveness for our sins. You ask for everything during Ramadan, okay? Anything that you want, I told my daughter, I'm like, I don't care what it is, just ask. You put your head on that rug and you ask for whatever it is that you want, that you desire. But we really lean into gratitude, right? So when you think about refraining from food, to me, the food and the water is like the easiest part of it. There's many other things that you're essentially refraining from all types of like worldly pleasures, desires, etc.
We're supposed to.
You were supposed to, which I
No
did
sex,
tell
right?
you, but I told you to do what you could. You know what I mean?
No
Like,
sex.
That's correct. No intimacy. Unless you're married. If you're married, you can engage in intimacy after the
sundown.
fact. Oh yeah, you did. Your Instagram did its big
No,
one.
my second boxing trainer was Muslim. So
Okay.
That was those sessions were rough. During Ramadan, I'd be like, all right, brother,
He ain't have no patience for
None.
nonsense, right? It's like,
talking to
let's
me
get
like I'm
to
not.
it.
How was
Talking to me
his
like I'm
breath?
not good.
How was his
Breath
breath?
was crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Rod's breath never stank.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
But also, it could be because we were boxing and I wasn't focused on breath. I was focused on breathing.
Oh, I'm breathing. Right, okay.
So worldly things, right? But then also, I mean, a lot of people commit sins year round, right? But during this time, you really refrain from those things, right? So even when it comes to like what we call backbiting, right? It's like talking poorly about people, gossiping, consuming things that are not like helpful for you, scrolling too much on Instagram, all of those things, right? It's really just a time for reflection. But we really lean into gratitude, right? So when people are like, oh, there's no way I could do that, I couldn't do that. I'm like, because we have the beauty of choice, right? You have the privilege of choice. Because there's people who don't know when their next drink of water is going to be, when their next morsel of food. I know, okay, at 7:02, I'm finna eat these dates. You know what I'm saying? So we have a choice to say that it's too hard. You know what I mean? So there's people around the world who don't know when their next drink of water is going to be. Who am I to say I can't fast for 14 hours, 13 hours?
It's the shit talking that would get me.
That was the hardest part.
Yeah, I can't
That was
backbite.
trying not to curse.
That was the hardest part.
Like
not thinking
I didn't have no
negatively.
name. Yeah, I didn't have no name for it, but now I know I can't not backbite.
And now that's your
I'm
new
a
word. Now you have to be like,
I'm a Christian.
stop
21
backbiting.
days. We do the 21 days up front. June, 21 day Daniel fast. They ain't say nothing about talking shit. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna eat my little fruit and water. I'm gonna talk shit.
That was the hardest part. I thought that it would be the food, and no water, no nothing, not a breath mint. I didn't realize how stank your breath get when you don't eat for 12 hours.
I warned you.
You be having
the thing.
morning breath during the day.
all day.
Wow.
Them
It's horrible,
acids
too.
in the
It's worse than-
stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse than morning breath because morning breath is only there until you brush your teeth. It's gone. It's just morning breath on top of morning breath, afternoon breath, evening
Wait, but
breath.
you brush your teeth when you wake up.
Yeah, but you got to do that all before the sun come up.
That's why.
All that
So,
before
so
the
you
sun
can't
come
brush
up.
your teeth.
No, you can
during
brush
the
your
day?
teeth throughout the day. You can brush your teeth as many
Throughout
times
the-
as
oh,
you
he
want.
tell me that.
Yo, that
I
nigga-
just said your teeth. I said you can't
Childhood
drink
gums would
water.
have been bleeding by the end of Ramadan.
You brush your teeth, man. You ever see we have miswalk. You ever see the guys and they're like chewing the stick? That's what helps with your breath also.
What? I asked you all of the details. We spoke about
Brushing your
the
teeth
breath.
got to do with
We
drinking
spoke about
water.
my breath.
Because if you out and about, if I'm at work, like I'm talking to somebody, I'm not like, hold on, like let me go brush my teeth real quick. But like you,
But then you don't think that's important for somebody to know that I could have brushed my teeth?
But why wouldn't you have been able to brush your teeth?
Because I didn't think that you could do anything. You said no
You just
breath
can't
mints.
swallow the water.
You gotta be a spitter.
Okay, this what you doing? This where you going?
Wrong podcast.
During this
Wrong-
conversation.
wrong
Wrong podcast.
That's
wrong podcast.
haram.
No, that's haram. Spitting
Is
water.
that the haram button?
Yeah, now you got a haram button.
Exactly.
We're not gonna read what the haram button says.
He's a panderer. He's a panderer.
I'm
And
not
that is a haram
I'm
button.
pandering.
With the haram button,
Because you got to relax when we speaking about this. Okay?
you right.
We want to keep it respectful.
You listen.
You know?
One thing I always fear is Muslims. Black
Why?
Muslims, they be bullshitting, but they'll fuck you up. Christians,
That's
we
hilarious.
be letting anything go. Niggas be talking crazy, all shit. We just be like, oh, whatever. That's the church.
You know what it is?
Muslims
Like,
will beat you the fuck
it
up.
is true. You know what it is? I feel like because when I was going, a couple of weeks ago, it was during Ramadan, and I was getting on the train, and a brother was like, "Yo, you got to be careful. There's a lot going on in the world right now. Like when the war popped off, and he's like, it's not safe for Muslims." And I was like, wow, I don't even like be thinking about that because in my mind, I'm like, Allah is with me, right? So not at all meaning that like I'm in no way like invincible or anything can't happen, but I don't walk with worry. You know what I mean? Like I'm not thinking like, oh, what's gonna happen to me? You know what I mean? Like, of course, be cautious for sure.
Y'all got good PR.
PR.
Yeah, like
I think it's a difference between black Muslims and...
Oh, 100%.
yes, but
100%.
also
100%.
But both sides have good PR. Y'all have
think so?
Listen, y'all PR may not be the best overall, but when it comes to don't fucking
I was
play
on
with
a
us,
plane this
I
weekend.
think you have to know Muslims personally.
to play to
I
like
was
to
on a
know
plane
that,
this
because,
weekend,
otherwise people...
And there was a Muslim dude looking for his seat, and he started walking backwards, and I started getting up in my seat.
but he can say that,
I
right?
swear to God.
Wait, why?
No, that he can say that,
No,
right?
wait, why?
Is that haram?
No, why?
He can say that,
Because it just was weird. Like, why are you walking backwards? What you doing?
so he could be.
Put something down?
So
Too much going on.
So
Was he
xenophobia.
Arab?
Nah.
Yes.
See, that's the
xenophobia-
stigma.
But that's the bad
That's
PR.
the
That's a
stigma.
bad
That's a
PR.
bad PR. for
Xenophobia is
sure.
not haram.
Probably. But, nigga, I'd rather be like, have to pray.
Be on the side. Listen, I'd rather be on the safer side. It might be haram, but
He was
hey, nigga,
walking
sit the fuck down.
backwards up the aisle, back the aisle, and he was like, looked like he was running for something. So I was like,
That's
what's going on?
Yo, the
But all
whole.
was well.
Kinda. That night, the plane crashed at the same airport.
At LaGuardia, yeah, I saw that. But that
Gotta
had
be on
nothing to do
point.
with
That's why I
him.
take the. You don't know that.
That had nothing to do with
Listen,
him.
let's
Right.
not be.
Now we heard. Matter of fact, before we I gotta say, to anybody that was in that, witnessed that, suffered
Yeah, it's
trauma
so
through
sad.
that, like, yo, honestly, that's messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Did you not see that
This is what
crash?
this is what this podcast has become.
I gotta say that, but yes,
You're-
absolutely.
There's trigger warnings. Yo,
Absolutely.
Y'all have
No, but we have to be conscious
People-
of
no,
what's going
people
on in the
pass
world.
away.
Like
People's family
somebody,
pass
yeah,
away.
like
I never
people
seen
lost
it.
their
People
lives.
believe,
People
people
were hurt.
work there,
I
people
never seen the
traumatized through.
side of So Shameless. That's why I just was.
Well, you
I
know,
didn't
it's
know
a
there was-
Muslim in the building, so it's gonna be a different type of episode.
Me?
Okay.
Me.
No, you're different. You're a Ramadani. You didn't
He
do
got
that.
hype. I
You
love
didn't do
that
this
though.
yet.
Listen, I'm so proud of you. You have no idea.
on.
I really wanted you to come to the masjid. I was like
I
telling
wanted to, too.
everybody.
Why
Yeah,
you
mad shit?
I had a couple of people can't come through.
You didn't hear him, right? So he can
What'd
get
you
away
say?
with all
The
of this.
masjid, the mosque,
What did you call it?
masjid.
Masjid.
I was close.
No, you wasn't. You said mad shit.
No,
That's what he
it
said.
sounds like.
masjid.
Masjid.
Mm-hmm.
Masjid.
No,
Masjid.
masjid.
And I love that
Just say the
buzz.
mosque. Just say mosque.
It's the
Just say
mosque.
Yo,
Yeah.
ring
So look. No,
Wrong.
listen. We not good. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This process, I asked her continuously about different things that I had no idea about, and I definitely didn't want to mock the culture. And I think that's why you said you respect Muslims, because we respect the faith and the intentionality.
Why you keep
with how
saying
they-
we?
When you
No, you said we. When you said Muslims and you said we. Why you
No,
said that?
he's saying we respect the culture,
we
meaning
respect the
non-Muslims
culture.
respect Muslims.
Yes, the Ramadanians and the Christians and everybody. When we look at Muslims, especially Black Muslims,
Yes.
Don't play.
They
do
don't
not
play.
They gonna shoot you about that. I'm like, hey, that's a wrong, but
they get busy. Even
Yeah.
in prison, when I was in prison,
They-
they was a whole different thing.
same thing.
But you know why, right? Islam is a lifestyle, right? And all we do is promote peace. Like if you think about like Muslims, you know, like we chill, like we chill and mind our business. So it's like we're not looking for trouble ever. You understand? So it's like when trouble approaches us, now we have every right.
fuck.
Yo, last Ramadan, it was
was up.
yo, in Broadway Junction, I got into a scuffle with this girl.
Oh, no.
And I'm like,
See,
I'm on my way to work.
She got
It's
a razor
7
in her mouth right
a.m.
now.
That's a wrong.
And I'm like,
It's not.
you know, it's
Protection.
Ramadan. So, you know, you specifically during Ramadan, when things happen, like the other day, somebody was like, you know, you're just so calm. Like, you just seem unfazed by everything. I'm like, really? I'm like, you know, we're fasting. It's a spiritual time. And so I'm minding my business. And this girl is like pushing me like aggressively. So the first 2 times, like I let it rock. And then I was like, are you okay? Like, cause now I'm wondering,
if you're doing
if everything is all right. She lost it. She started cursing. Da da da. I'm like, all right. So I walk up the stairs. I'm like, just don't push me again. We get up to the top of the stairs, and she did a little shoulder check. The next thing, before I even knew what was happening, my hands was around her neck. Like I didn't even like. It happened so fast. And then in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get into a fight because
That's
she's
peak.
probably gonna hit me back.
peak,
Like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna be in a fight. I'm on my way to work. What am I gonna tell them? It's Ramadan. I have on a white hijab. Like this is crazy. And then I was like, she looked like she was about to, and I just leaned and I'm like, do not let this hijab fool you. And then she just like backed up and she kept talking. I'm like, oh, you can say what you want to say. I'm just letting you know. Like, don't do that again. And then I was so angry at myself. I'm like, how did I let her push
that
me
during
there?
Ramadan?
During Ramadan.
Wow.
How did I let her push me here? But so here's the thing. When women are on their cycle, they can't fast. And so it's so crazy because a lot of people will look at it as like, oh, you lucky. Like, yeah, you don't have to fast, right? But you feel so left out. Like, especially if you already rocking and rolling. And then now you're like, oh, I got to sit this out. You feel like you're missing out on like blessings. But you could also feel the difference in like your temperament. I feel like when you're fasting versus when you're not. But I was so mad at myself. I'm like, how did I let her push me there? OP came out.
That's what I'm talking about.
The plug.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. No,
Correct. Yo, listen.
I'm here.
Listen.
I'm tapped in.
Child.
She's still the plug, but
Can't
just
wait for that
on
Vlad
my-
interview.
The
my
positive
Islam
plug.
stuff.
Yeah, the
Positive
plug.
plug.
Dates,
Anything-
oils.
You going to pee for dates?
I'm crying. No, but I am. No, listen, I
You're
did
the
become
date
the
plug
date
for
plug
real?
at work, though. Listen, I became the date plug for sure at work.
Yeah, y'all gonna find a way.
I found it trying to do this was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. obviously because of what y'all said, just the trying to walk on a more positive, higher plane. That's difficult in itself. Not cursing, not reacting, but I came out of it. Also, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to be perfect, and I got to the point where I think I broke.
Yeah, I was telling you, you don't need to.
And I threw a
do
play
what you
party
can.
during Ramadan.
Bell, please. Miss Queen, can you please? Sister.
That was
threw a
wild.
play party
That was
during-
wild.
It was. No, you can't hit the
But
bell.
hold on. But here's
Oh my
it
God,
was
hit the
planned
bell.
already.
It was planned before
It was
I even knew I
planned
was
already
doing it.
before he
You shouldn't have
decided he
been
was
there.
going to do it.
It's my part. How can I do it?
You should have. Nah.
And I
son.
did not participate. I did not participate.
Okay.
That's even worse. Facilitating the malarkey is crazy.
No. Listen,
You didn't facilitate the malarkey?
this is.
You
listen,
opened the door,
This
you
is
said
judgment
malark.
because you don't like that community.
Touche.
So you biased.
I don't dislike it. Let's not do that. Because now you're going to, don't get me canceled for that. I don't dislike
I don't
them.
think that you get canceled for not liking the sexual community.
I've seen people canceled for worse. So I don't want that problem.
In any case, it was difficult. Did you what was your challenge? Was there any challenges
This
that you
year?
had? What was your hardest challenge?
Getting through the Quran. So remember I had made a post and you were like, I don't know what any, you wrote under it and you were like, I don't know what any of this means.
Oh, right,
and I was
right.
like, it could go either way, either way. So you're supposed to get through the whole book, right? And so
The
it's
whole
broken
Quran.
down.
Correct.
Yeah, and it's broken down into what's called juz, right? So there's 30 of them. So each day you're supposed to read a juz. So that's what that post was about. So when you get up in the morning, it's like you gotta prepare your food, you eat, you make wudu, you pray, you're supposed to read the Quran.
You make what?
Wudu is ablution. So like before you
I asked a question.
what you're trying to
No,
do.
I'm not doing that. That's why I didn't say
They're
it.
Muslims and
It
not
sounded-
Haitians.
I know, but
Oh, you
I
thought
didn't
I
know.
said voodoo?
I-
What?
I did not think you said
That's what
that.
he
It just
said.
sounded
That's what
like
he
it,
said.
and I didn't know what it
Okay,
was.
so wudu. So essentially before you pray, you gotta cleanse your body.
Okay.
And so you're supposed to read the juz. Now, some people will read it right then and there. Some people say they're gonna read it throughout the day. For me, I'm like, I'm better off just doing it then because I already know work is not so feasible for me to get through it. And the first week you rocking and rolling, and then you kind of start to falter. So I think that was probably my.
That's how I was with jerking off.
You really can't help.
I will be laughing.
Miss Queen, seriously.
Can we? All right,
Sister
look.
Queen, can you hit the bell, please?
I mean, we all
right?
know
You-
that that's haram. Like we all know that.
After
All right.
I did it after the fast.
At night or like after your shift or you like after
Not
Ramadan?
the tooth sucking from behind the scenes.
Yo, Steve is crazy. Nigga said, yo, I did it after Ramadan.
After the
Because
fast. after I
everybody
broke
knows like
fast.
it doesn't matter.
No?
I told you
Why
that.
does-
I
you
told
did.
you that it did not matter
I'm not
after
Muslim.
exactly, which is why I wasn't getting on you too much.
And
But
I've
like
been to
it
prison.
doesn't matter.
I've been to prison. And
Another thing about that, I kept that mental note because you definitely posted on Instagram like a picture of a magazine was like, yeah, I had my mother bring this to me.
Oh, I
during the
remember
vid.
that.
I said, when I
But-
talk to this
That wasn't
nigga in a
Instagram.
public space, I'm gonna talk
that
about
wasn't
this.
Instagram.
Not in a
that was
public
Twitter.
space.
It was
That
Twitter.
was Twitter.
The
And that was
Buttman
crazy.
magazines.
You made your
Yeah.
mother bring you butt booty magazines.
I sent him some too. I remember that.
You sent me
That's
some
you,
buttons.
you a friend. That's you're supposed to. Your mother,
Yeah, that was bad. That was a hard time for me. But
and
let's
she
talk
did
about
it.
Yeah, she did it.
I love that lady for real.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I realized how messed up that was. That I asked my mother.
At
I don't think y'all
51.
understand what Buttman
Yeah,
magazines
magazine
are.
is aggressive.
No, I know what it is.
Crazy. Crazy work,
I
though.
I got a
did not
father
know.
that went to jail. I know what it is.
I did not.
Which
know.
is why I'm like, you had your. You didn't have.
Trump, you went and got them?
Yeah.
It ain't like you got a Playboy.
I'm thinking it's like,
They got
yeah.
a King magazine.
I'm thinking it's a
They
place.
got a
yeah,
Buttman
Smooth
magazine.
Yo,
Yo,
yo, Mouse, the Buttman is
You
crazy.
can't show her that.
Astaghfirullah.
You're not. Ramadan is over.
It doesn't matter.
She's still a lady,
Thank
a
you.
queen.
Thank you.
My apologies.
Can y'all see the Buttman?
Nah, all right, cancel that. Cancel the show.
Buttman magazine. I'm sorry, I couldn't show you that. My bad.
Yo, just the name of it
No,
alone.
on
I had to
Candy
ask for
Camera
it.
at that. Like,
Got you looking at it too.
come on.
Yo, they gonna make that the cover art.
Let's,
They had a
let's,
special section. It was in plastic and
yes,
everything.
and plastic and everything. So you
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
jump
that
through it.
freaky section.
It's the freaky- it
You
was
in the
the freaky
convenience
section.
store at the freaky section.
But that's a part of why I said, yo, I've been to that when I was in prison, the no sex was the worst part of that.
Soon as they closed them gates, that nigga said, I'm reformed.
It wasn't the niggas. It wasn't the fact that I couldn't, like, nothing else. It was the no women and the no sex. That was the worst part of prison for me. Like,
you ain't never
that's why when I came out, I was like, I don't need this life no more because I could get as much pussy as y'all getting with all this money. I could get working. There's no reason for me to be away from women for years of my life.
You ain't trying.
For what?
It ain't worth it.
You ain't
For
never
what?
You ain't never try a man down a guard? A lady guard?
Who?
A guard. A lady guard. Like, you know how everybody in jail
the
be
only
like...
lady guard that I had was like 80 years old, and I fantasized about her often. I couldn't wait till she came.
That's her wrong. That's got to be her wrong.
And she was white.
Across,
and she was
across
a silver
any
hair.
religion, that
she
has
was
to be
a
her
silver
wrong.
hair. And she was not good looking at all. She was.
I mean, at 80, no one
sorry,
is.
yesterday. So.
Yo, all right.
How did we get here?
My bad.
Because he's a
Anyway,
freak, bro. No, I did have a
bring it
question.
back.
about
Let me bring
this
it back
song.
before you go.
Go ahead.
When I started doing this and I got to the point with the no sex, maybe it was a week and a half, about around 2 weeks, it started to feel like prison again. It started to feel like that was the reason why I said I'm never hustling again. The reason why I said I'm not going back to prison. And I was like, why am I denying myself this again? And
Discipline.
I broke.
Discipline.
Well, wifey broke. Wifey broke it on my birthday.
Way to blame a woman.
It was February 25th.
Way to blame a woman.
We started.
Well, yeah, you said that. You were like, we're going to see.
She
I don't know how that's
reached
going to go.
across, and it was waiting. They had a mental connection.
Who?
We don't need the
Right.
details.
No, I just need the clarity. Who had the mental connection?
Listen, save this for the other
There's no
podcast.
mental connection there because there's no. You know what? She's right. Can I ask you something? All right, I got two questions I have always had about Islam. One of my best friends, my shooter, my content shooter, Punch. He's
Oh, I was
he's
about to
Muslim.
say.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be. But he's Muslim, so he's always talking to me about the faith and whatnot. So I always have these two questions. He get mad when I ask one of them. All right.
Is it disrespectful?
It's not disrespectful. You know, he don't get mad. He actually be like, "You have a point." So I'm gonna ask that one first.
Okay.
Y'all don't feel a way that y'all don't got like, do y'all feel like y'all can have more members of the faith if y'all had better praise and worship music?
What? Oh, like
Like y'all
music?
don't got no melodies from heaven.
Do you ever listen to a Quran recitation?
No.
Did
Fire?
you listen to the stuff I sent you?
No.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That I heard it before and I'm like, cut that
Like,
off.
listen to me.
Is it
I
fire?
will literally. I was brought to tears several times this Ramadan, from just like during prayer, like
Like you hearing the prayer.
there's this kid at my masjid. I don't want to call him kid. He's a teenager. He's a hafiz, so he knows the entire Quran. Like he has it memorized.
Okay.
The way he recites, and I don't know, there's just a beauty. I love when black people could recite Quran like perfectly.
So imagine if you had your own
So to
song.
me, when people are like praise and worship songs, I don't know, nothing hits like the Quran. I'm sorry. Like
You want to have a verse?
I will literally.
You have money, you have a verse.
They don't have
Now, let's
he
do it.
have a
You
whole
ready?
world in his hands. And
Nah, nah, bro, don't represent us.
What?
Don't. That's not the song we
That's
on
not.
with.
I'm just
That's
asking
not
a
the first
general.
one.
I might
ready?
be biased
Yeah.
because I'm Muslim, right?
Come on, let's go for
I
it.
got 5 off the top of the head. I don't think I'll look. What you want to do?
Wait, hold on.
Because y'all don't have nothing
Never
for
do
melodies
a
from.
All right,
Muslim
but-
trap karaoke right here.
We would never. How
All
you
right,
gonna
hold
do?
on,
What
hold
song?
on, hold on.
That's
It's
Quran.
not.
What
It's not
song?
songs.
Astaghfirullah.
Yo.
Oh, you're getting better. Okay.
Astaghfirullah.
So,
Mouse, you gonna
It's getting me tight.
all right. So there's two things. One, the first part of your question, Islam is like the fastest growing religion in the world. I just saw something today actually that in Japan they had to have 5 Eid prayers because that's how many Muzzies was out there.
That's because they like black culture.
That's
Now come on, you can't take that one from me, Queen, please.
when you think about the world.
They
When you,
Jabberwockies.
let's look at let's look at the world, right? When you
That
do
is
you
a
think that when
aggressive,
people
vibrant
think of
shit, man.
Muslims, think of globally. When people think of Muslims, they don't think of black people. Maybe here in New
Agreed.
York
No,
we do.
I agree.
But when you think about the world,
I agree.
they're not thinking about black
But
folks.
Japanese and Asian culture specifically are always watching what black people do. Because they have to sell us stuff.
Correct.
And they have to
But
appropriate.
even when you look at that, I don't think when they think of black people, they think Muslims.
No, I agree with you,
know what I mean?
on a world scale. But one of the biggest purveyors of black culture is
100%,
Japanese
100%.
people.
But like, think about it. Like, we live in New York, so we have everyone has known a Muslim person, whatever. You will be surprised how many times someone finds out that I'm Muslim and they proceed to ask me multiple questions to try to figure out how I could possibly be Muslim.
Right.
It's
Why
like,
is
so
that?
where are you from? Here. No, but so where are your parents from? Here. No, you're not from Sudan? No, I'm literally from Brooklyn. Oh, so, and you're Muslim? No, I'm just wearing a hijab because I feel like it. Like, what?
I mean, in 2026, I've seen people do crazier things. Just be wearing stuff.
So it's like I always have to, like, being a black Muslim is like something you just have to justify.
Especially because you got a Yankee hat on.
Well, I don't usually.
Nah,
I
they
don't
be
always
fire.
wear
They
Yankee.
Son,
Eid
you
fits.
fi- she's
the
fire.
Eid fits be so fire.
Her everyday outfits are
I
fire.
be
She
wanting to be-
styles her fits.
Yeah, I be wanting to be Muslim sometimes.
So
just
it's
for
kinda like-
the Eid fits.
I'm pretty sure people be like, wait, is this real?
No, I'm not
Like,
gonna lie.
are
The
you-
other day, this lady, she was to the point where I had to tell, I'm like, and it's at work, so I'm like trying to really, and I'm like, you're being offensive right now.
Why?
Because she was pretty much trying to like tell me that I need to dress like how the people in Dubai dress. I'm like, ma'am, I'm at work. I'm not coming through with a full on abaya. Like,
Saying you need to dress like
Oh,
the
they do
people
that
in
to you a lot,
Dubai
though.
is crazy.
That is crazy.
They do that to her a lot. Like they try to tell her that she's not.
or I'm not modest. She's like,
Enough.
you know, if you go over there, you gotta dress more modest,
Yeah.
and you know, and I'm
I
just
ain't
like,
seen nothing but no fingers. What are they talking about?
some people are very it's no different than Christians, how some are very, very extreme, very, very religious. Some Muslims are like, women shouldn't wear pants. Like some people, you know, that's how extreme they are.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me, it's like, look, be modest. You
Real
know what I'm
quickly, when it comes to your dress and faith, dedication to the culture, I've seen women not be Muslim, but were born into a Muslim family, but literally just dress like us. They're not, and then they jump in. What is that like? 'Cause I feel like that's something.
I mean,
that
that
you
was
might have
me
went
for
through.
mad
Right.
years. Like when you first met me,
Right.
I was running around with the long skirt,
Right.
with the pants under my skirt. Like,
You meant it. You meant it.
I didn't have a choice.
Okay.
Right? I ain't
You
have a
grew up.
choice.
Your parent.
My
I don't want to bother
grandparents.
you. There is a ladybug crawling.
Oh my
on your thing. Can I
goodness!
get it?
No,
Are you okay
wait,
with
no,
it?
you can't.
No?
T-
Okay.
Where's
It's a
that?
ladybug.
It's right.
Where's
It's
that?
right here
It's
on
a
your.
ladybug.
I don't want to touch it. You see it? Yep.
It's a
still
ladybug.
there. Now it's on your shoulder.
Why are we doing this?
Because I don't want to.
It's
All
a
right, it's fine. It's a
ladybug.
ladybug, right? It did fall.
That's probably on me.
Why did you need? It's a
It's
ladybug.
It's a bug. I don't know how people feel about
I'm glad
bugs.
because if it would have started crawling,
If it
on
would have
me,
started
then
crawling,
I
if
would've-
it would have flipped, then what? Then I would have been wrong, right? I would have been wrong.
That wouldn't have been wrong.
Oh,
Stop, yo, come on.
I thought it. I'm looking
you
out for
You
myself.
just like
You're
saying, like, yeah,
mocking it.
you just.
I'm not
You're
mocking it, but
mocking
there's a lot of things about the Islamic faith that I knew before today. Never knew how to say Eid properly. Learned that today.
Say the whole thing.
Oh, I'm gonna destroy it. No, I used to say Eid Murbak, but now I know it's Eid Mubarak. Mubarak.
Eid is actually how, like,
Because when you see the word
Yeah.
E-I-D, I'm like, Eid. But then I just heard y'all, I never heard anybody say it before today. Like, I've always just read it.
Oh, you just
So
read
then
it.
when
Yeah,
when I heard y'all say Eid, I was
And
like,
I was
that's how you
saying
say it.
happy Eid, and she was like, "No, it's just one word. It's the
Eid
statement."
means happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you would
It's
say
a
happy
statement
Eid.
itself,
You would say
yeah.
happy.
Well, just trying to figure shit out.
Also, I would,
figure shit out.
you know, whenever you want to, I'm ready for that.
all right,
That-
yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. But you were
That
asking me
verse would
something
be
up.
crazy.
So okay, so look, Islam is the fastest growing religion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about we need more people to be Muslim. Yes, like what we call is dawah, right? When we talk to people about the religion, right? And you know,
like
spread the
evangelizing.
word, right. So of course we always excited. We like when people join, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the Umrah, the community. But it's like people do what they do. Like, you know, Christians, they have the symbols and the dancing and all that. And then
what was
we
that?
have
'Cause I just want to know what that was. 'Cause I would never do that for y'all. But what was that?
I mean, this is the symbol, you know, like the praise and
Baptist
worship.
church. I just want to know what she was, because she said the
I
symbol.
really want to move this in on
Okay, I did
So
have
you were asking about the clothes, right?
Trump.
I had the
Okay,
serious,
you had a
I the
second
serious
question. Okay.
the more serious question. This one's kind of like more like an interpersonal, like between like racial identity in the culture. So in a religion, like in my studies, the religion has always been very specific to Allah. Allah never had any culture. He never had any state that was to one land, right? So as black people, how do y'all, I guess, not justify, but how do y'all kind of identify with a culture of a religion that is very much tied to the Arabic land?
That's a really good question. That's a really, really good question. It's layered, right? So, and that's part of, I think I was telling you that, sometimes what I've experienced, or what a lot of Black Muslims experience, is that, like, when it comes to non-Black Muslims, where sometimes we feel, like I told you, like sometimes I'll give an Arab person a salam and they won't say it back. They look at you like, and like when I go to like an Arab masjid, it's like I feel like I don't belong here. It's kind of like you feel like they feel like the religion belongs to them. You understand? And it's like, okay, yeah, because that's where everything like, originated. However, Allah is Allah. Allah is everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, he not just in Saudi Arabia. And so I think as Black people in general, we have our own culture and we have our own, identities, right? And when we look at the landscape of it all, it's like we read the same book. We pray the same way. Like, no one owns that. And a lot of times people conflate the religion with the culture very, very often. And so it's like there's certain things that are part of Arab culture that people just automatically associate with Islam. And it's like, nah, not really. That's just how y'all do things.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that also, ties into some of the struggles that you have as a Black Muslim. Like, for example, not dancing. Right. So when I first started getting back on my deen, my friends had a very difficult time with understanding, like, I can't be coming out no more. Like, I can't be coming to these parties and, and they're like, why not? I'm like, they're like, oh, just sit down. I'm like, I can't just sit there if I'm here. I'm not there yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hear Cash Money, if I hear something, like, I'm compelled to move. I'm like, that's in our, like, I feel like that's in our DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it absolutely
like
is.
automatically we hear a beat drop, we want to move. But then it's like, I got to be conscious because as a woman, I wear my religion. Muslim men, they could be outside frolicking and engaging in all kinds of shenanigans, but nobody would know. But they would definitely notice if the girl in the hijab is milli rocking and twerking. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's getting a video of that. But I gotta respond to this. And the question's for you. Because where did Christianity, what land is Christianity tied to originally?
None.
Why not? Jerusalem? Are you
I mean,
crazy? Are you serious?
There's no. What I say that is there's no race identity. It shouldn't be.
Why not?
Any
Were
race
you the
identity
king of
with
Jews?
Christianity.
What are you talking about?
Jesus was the king of Jews because
So how
he
do
was
you?
born.
But
No,
I'm
but
asking
he
you to
was
ask
dubbed-
yourself the same question that you asked her.
I get that. I'm saying he was dubbed that after his death. It's not
But
like he
it's-
was walking around.
That's not the
as
question.
that.
Was you
Okay, I'm
said it
sorry.
was tied to a land? That religion was tied to a land.
Yes,
And how
because it
does
yes.
how do Black Muslims identify with it being that it's largely tied to over there, but Christianity was brought over here under the same thing? So how do Black, especially
not
the
so
fact-
much.
especially Black people, identify with
So
this when
so
it's
Christianity
largely about the King of Jews and
Yes.
Jerusalem.
So Christianity has decades, has centuries worth of ties to Africa. To now, obviously, the way they interact with the faith could be different from how we do it in America. Christianity, along with Ifa, was brought over here during chattel slavery. The Black church
And
specifically.
given to us by who?
It wasn't given to us by anyone. It came over.
Christianity was not given to Black people?
That is where we are wrong.
Oh, okay.
White.
'Cause I thought the white people gave it to
No,
us.
no.
My bad.
That's why I said Christianity and Ifa both came over here on the slave ships. So people in Africa, Africans were already practicing Christianity. That's why they used the preachers once they got over here to subdue the slave. They used those who were considered preachers in those tribes were preachers over here, and they would use them to subdue the slaves.
I want to disagree with you.
Not all though.
Not of course not all, but what I'm saying is the
Because
black,
the white folks, who is it? I want to say Nat Turner. I don't want to quote the wrong person.
I think you're talking about Nat Turner.
But it was like, when they came here, we had the land and they had a Bible. And when they left, we had a Bible and they had our land.
Absolutely.
So it's like, of course, there was, remnants of it everywhere, but,
Yeah, I don't.
don't get me started.
Well, obviously the
When
Bible.
you say that
I don't want to say obviously. I think that's a bit disrespectful. With those Bibles that, once again, the slaves overall weren't allowed to read. There was a reason why. There was a reason why they weren't allowed to read. And then you talk about somebody like Nat Turner. Nat Turner's story talks about he didn't have that awakening until he found the rest of the Bible. They were giving him parts of the Bible that would keep him a slave and would keep telling people to keep being slaves and just quell them. And then when he read the entire Bible for himself, had his own understanding of the full context of the word, then it was, all right, now y'all white people gotta die. So when I say, I gotta die. So what I say is, but to answer your question fully, I think because I don't know if there's a black, what do y'all call your temple? The masjid?
Oh,
I don't know if there's a black masjid as an institution like there's a black church. Now, that does not mean I'm saying the black church is without problem. They're not behind the gun. The black church could be doing a lot better. I have a huge issue with the black church as an institution and how the way they failed their community. I'm just saying.
Yo.
Cooking a little bit. He cooking.
No, I'm just telling. I'm just saying. I don't want anybody hearing me asking this question and making this.
We having to pay for a reverend to come, and she was part of that church for 50 years. When she passed away.
Well, that's an honorarium. That's an honorarium,
bro. That's
we don't like that.
Was big on, bro. That's
I get what you're saying, I
she
agree
was big
with
on
you.
tithing. She was big on participating. She was part of the church. She's part of the thing, part of them for years. My entire adult life, she was part of them. My entire life. Forget adult, from a baby.
I'm with you.
And we had to pay him $300.
Ooh,
What is that?
That was a good price.
But what is that? Why do you need that?
Crazy.
It's a standard practice, though. It's
Is
not,
it?
Yeah.
Well, because you want to take
I
care.
don't know about the
You want to take care.
It's
And they usually
Islam.
call it a contribution, where it's not necessarily like this is
think
the
that's
fee.
fucked up.
This is
And
like the
that-
suggested contribution.
The
I'm
Muslim,
not saying
the
it's
imam
okay,
would
but
never.
I think that's fucked up.
I
think
also
that's,
think.
actually, as a matter of fact, I would actually, I don't want to say renounce, but that definitely put a block
that's
in
wild.
me between that and that religion.
Yeah.
Well, I think that any interpersonal interaction with a person of faith shouldn't cause you to renounce the faith, right? Like I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna go back and forth with somebody in the black church and be like, yeah, I'm good on Christianity. I'm good on you, and I'm good on this institution, right? Like I just went through that.
Well, I have a problem with Christianity. I have a problem with the way the reverends and the money.
Well, those
and
are
the-
still-
and
that's
the
still
way that they-
interpersonal.
No, it is. And so, but this isn't about Jesus. This isn't about God. This isn't about the Bible. This isn't about the Holy Rosary. This isn't about none of that. This is about the way it's organized and the way it sucks the
way it's
life
performed.
Yeah,
it's performed.
from the black community.
Right.
Like, yo, we need y'all.
Right.
And in times like this, you're not there in the way that I would think that you need to.
I
And the fact
agree
that you even
1,000%.
showing off, why does a reverend need a Rolls Royce?
Yeah. it's
Why? When your community is in shambles.
I agree with you 1,000%.
The
I'm
mega
not,
churches.
nasty word.
yeah.
That bothers me a little bit with the distribution of the wealth when it comes to the church. It just feels
Well, I mean,
wrong.
that's a bigger conversation. If we
And
can't
I don't
have
want
it
you to
about
have to defend it.
No,
I'm just literally
I
speaking on my
won't.
shit.
I won't ever defend Christianity. I will discuss my relationship with Christ, but I won't argue for Christianity. I will never do that because the way Christianity or the black church has failed the black community time after time after time after time. At 36 years old, at the point I am in my life, I would never tell somebody I would say you should find and pour into your relationship with Christ. That's what you should do, or if it's with Allah, or with.
Can I ask you a
Yes,
question?
ma'am.
And I don't want to be disrespectful, right? And I've asked many Christians this question, and I feel like I never get the answer. Like I feel like I never get like a real answer. So like Muslims, we like Jesus, you know, like we believe.
Right,
So a lot of
right.
times people think that we're against. No,
Right,
like Jesus
right.
was, you know, a prophet. Like Isa, like we, you know. But why is it that you kind of like worship Jesus and not God?
So, that's a good question. And hopefully, I think it's easy to answer.
You asked me what we doing, so shit. Do you see what y'all doing right now?
What we doing?
Go ahead. No,
We just trying to. We trying to
I'm
save.
just like,
We just trying to save the. We just trying to save the show.
Jesus, you trying to save me?
Is a show in jeopardy? Is a show in jeopardy?
Yeah.
We got it. Queen, we got it. This is me and you. Queen, it's me and you on a fast break. We're getting ready for the No, so hopefully I can. It's a simple answer, and I think the people who can't answer it have not read their word.
Okay.
So the reason it may seem that way, Jesus and God are one. Once he left the tomb, once he ascended, him and God he was back with the Father. And the scripture says he was back with the Father. So Jesus and God are the same. They're one and the same. The scripture says Jesus said, the only path to my Father is through me, which is why you say in Jesus' name, amen. But so once he died for our sins and went to heaven, he became one with his Father. So it may seem that way. And also, it goes back to like what I was joking about earlier about like PR. When you be hearing these songs, you hear Jesus, you hear Jesus, you hear Jesus. It's easier to push that, right? Because now it's specific.
God is only one syllable.
No, right. But when you see God, you can't sell as many T-shirts as you could sell with Jesus. So it's also like capitalism and marketing. Well, I was about to start talking to him about what was going on in the black church, because the black church is just performing the same capitalism that the government is performing, right? So like not distributing funds properly, making it all about the pastor instead of the people. But that is why that happens a lot. The people tend to misconstrue it, and then you have people that don't read, and they're just out here just saying their favorite scripture. It's just bad PR.
Okay, so y'all believe that Jesus and God is one?
Yes.
Okay.
And the Holy Ghost is in there too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell me about the Holy.
So that's the Holy Trinity.
The Trinity, yeah.
So now I'm churchy, but I don't know as much about the Holy Ghost in the Holy Spirit. Probably that maybe someone should. So that would probably be a better question for somebody else. No. There are people.
I've heard it explained, and I don't think I've ever heard it explained in the same way. You know what
Somebody
I
always
mean? By more
has
than one person.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
I'm not really sure how the Holy Spirit comes into play. I just know that they're all three.
Gotcha.
They're all three. That's the Holy Trinity. That's the big three.
I feel like to get away from this, right? I feel like people who practice Islam or are Muslim active are more serious about their religion than Christians.
I won't argue that. Because to be, at least from what
And
I've
I think
seen,
that's why we respect them so much.
what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've witnessed, it's what we want people to be when we're discussing Christianity. I want you to have a relationship with Christ, right? What does relationship mean? Relation means I am not doing something because of this. I'm doing it because I don't want to wrong you. I don't want to be. I understand that you die for us. I understand that you forgive me every day I wake up. I understand that every time I sin, you say forgiveness should be 70 times 7. The sun should not set on my wrath. I understand that. So hopefully I'm living a life that agrees with your relationship.
And that's funny that you say that, because I remember I witnessed a fight, arguing, altercation, right? And it was this one dude who's super religious, and he's like, some dude tried to press him, and he's on him. What you want? And I had to pull him to the side. I'm like, bro, it's during this time right now that all of the religion, all the things that you tell me about, or you know, this is when it matters. Right now, when you're being tested, you can't just throw it out the window and then just become a regular nigga off the street right now.
What
You know
religion
I'm
was he?
Huh?
What religion was he?
Christian.
Yeah.
But it's like,
There's
it's
a
almost
certain level of
choice
account
when it comes
I feel
to
like Christians are the most lax.
Most
religion.
lax.
Like, and even like and there's different sects within that, like
sex.
Catholics.
Sex.
Oh my God. Go ahead.
This guy.
It's the bell. You're not ringing the bell.
Right.
Thank you.
That's what
Like Catholicism is a little bit more disciplined, but for the most part, it's like a lot of Christians can kind of move freely. It's not as disciplined as,
Right.
as other.
I think it's because of I think it's because of people get to hide behind accountability or lack of accountability. Like when I think of when I hear about the Muslim faith, there's an accountability. Praying 5 times a day. Ramadan. Am I incorrect when I say Ramadan's twice a year or is it once a year?
There's 2 Eids,
Two
but
Eids.
Ramadan is once a year.
God.
Although in 2020, in a few years, Ramadan there's gonna be 2 Ramadans. Inshallah, there's gonna be 2 Ramadans
Tahoe said, "Thank
in
God."
1 year,
So
and
he's
it's gonna
crazy.
be that year is gonna be like Christmas, Ramadan, like all the holidays for all the faiths is all gonna be like in that December, which is kind of crazy.
At the end of it, I said I'm probably never doing this again. Because I still don't know when to eat. I'm still like
the sun
in a weird-
goes
I still
down.
no, right now
Oh.
it's over,
But
and
you
I'm still not comfortable with doing this. I feel guilty getting the French toast at 11.
But you ain't feel
like I
good.
don't.
But you
I'm
ain't
not.
you ain't feel guilty
and-
having sex.
No, bro.
We got
Listen,
him. Yeah.
you can say what you want. You're actually right. I did, but sex. I did.
And that's a terrible
look,
French toast yesterday.
What I took away from this, for one, there is a sense of positivity that I took away from Ramadan in the way that I talk to people, the way that I look at life. It was pouring rain today, and I was outside working, pouring like cats and dogs, and my man was like, and I'm like, bro, we got a job, bro. We look, it's people out there that don't, bro. It's people that stand online 5 hours right now. I was online at LGA yesterday, 4.5 hours.
You was at
No, in Atlanta.
Oh, I was about to say.
Coming back. I was online, and I think that I never got tight. I laughed. Even in the video that I told you, heard me laughing. There's a sense of peace when it comes to Ramadan. If you're trying.
Yeah, I
if
think
you're
it just comes
practicing
back. I think it comes down to there's a level of accountability that what I've witnessed is a level of accountability that comes with the Islamic faith that doesn't really
Why wouldn't you do it
exist.
then? Why wouldn't you never? Would you
'Cause
ever try Ramadan?
No,
Would you ever be a Ramadanian?
no. I tried and it was like I tried when I was with Ra. I tried and I was like, nah.
Why? What made you do that?
Why that? Because I want to make sure as a what's the word? I don't know what I hate always trying to identify something. Like, as an ally of all black people, I make sure I never want any black person to ever feel singled out by me, right? And or feel like off put, right? And I am very churchy. I tell people I was raised in church. The church imprinted on me. No matter what issues I have with the black church or specific people, I'm never going to let that affect my relationship with Christ. And then he says, be loving of all people. So I can practice Ramadan. I'm not denouncing Christ by standing with someone who, especially at the time, I was with Ra every day. To me, it would seem almost disrespectful for him to still train me during Ramadan and me at least not try. I tried. I lasted a few hours. A few hours.
Sean, would you ever do it?
You know what? I would. The hardest thing for me would be the eating part, because right now I'm on my, I see Mouse in the gym. I'm on my gym. I'm trying to gain weight, so I'm eating 4 or 5 meals a day. If I can't eat from sun up to Sunday, that throws my whole shit off. So maybe if I get to a certain weight and I'm good, then I could do it. That's the hardest part. I actually love all the other things about it, about the positive thinking, about not cussing. I like the discipline part of it. And I could say, like, I don't prescribe to any religion, but I like to pull things from each religion that I identify with. I got some good friends that's Jewish, and I love how they, like, the way you talk about the black church, like, the Jewish folks are the direct opposite. It's in the Torah for them to share and for them to, like, get loans, no interest loans from their community. They don't even, have to
That's
like
what
each
I'm
other or
talking
know
about,
each other.
bro.
You know what I mean? You can't go to the black church and be like, yo, can I
remember
I've
there
been
was
tithing all this time. Can I get a loan?
Ain't no
You
loan to
can't do-
give.
Nah.
They spent it all.
They was
Spent it all.
There was a lady that's
I
talking
grew up,
about
there
how
was a building
she
fund for my whole life. I went to that church for 17 years. I did not leave that church. I was like 17, 18. The building fund was there the whole time. Never owned the building. They rented the building. I said, where the fun?
So real quick, when you were when you talked about like just as far as an institution, like, so Islam is in America because of black people.
Yes.
So, like, for example, like my masjid was one of Malcolm X's temples, right? It was temple number 7A.
Okay.
And so, Islam came here, it was kind of like Nation of Islam, which then, evolved a lot of people, became, Sunni Muslim. But to your point, similar to like Jewish people, or like what you were saying about the pastor charging, is like in Islam, like one of our pillars is to give. Like that's literally part of our religion. Like that's one of our pillars, is to give zakat. So it's like you're supposed to give to the needy. You're supposed to give, and that is, you're not looking for anything in return, right? But it's like, you need something, I got it here. So it's like, I don't know if y'all remember, it was a few months ago, went viral, where this lady was like calling churches asking for like milk.
I did.
And then when she was called, like all the churches were dubbing her.
Only one gave, and it was a Muslim.
But the Muslim, she called the mosque. They was like, "What you need? Come." So like when we give zakat, like we give, it's literally for when somebody is in need.
Yeah, no,
Then
that
it's
doesn't
like,
happen in
all right, we got there's funds here, and then here we gonna.
It doesn't happen in a black church, and the ones it does, they are the outliers. Like those are the ones where you're like, those aren't the ones that are represented. What's represented is the pilferers, right? The ones that this is a scheme. This is.
Could they have got me some Jay-Z tickets today? If I would have went to the mosque.
Here we go.
Yo, I need
That's not wrong.
Oh, you couldn't get
Jay-Z
any?
tickets.
That's not wrong.
How is that wrong?
That's not wrong.
It's Hove. Hove.
You think
Why you saying that? Like what's in the
you
sky?
think they're gonna give you
Diamonds
tickets?
are
You think
forever.
they're gonna give you that good money for
If you
tickets?
say you need it,
You need.
So we don't even belong in no concerts. Listen, this is.
can't
Let
go
me
to
tell you
concerts?
something, right? I
Well,
was just telling
that's
somebody
why I've
earlier.
never
Hold
been to
on.
Ramadan.
I said, wait. So it's like I made a video because everybody talking about the Muslims back outside. I'm like, the Muslims shouldn't be back outside. Like we should be back outside, but in the best way, right? And so we all struggle with certain things. So Cardi B is on tour, right? So when she announced it, I'm hype. I'm like, oh, we outside, And then I'm like, nah, it's about to be during Ramadan, right? So then my sister's like, yo, actually it's today. I said, oh, Ramadan gonna be over. It's lit. So now as we're approaching the time, I'm like, Princess, you just fasted. You about to go to a Cardi B concert? I can't do it. And I said, wow, I'm really growing. Because when people think about like the struggle,
you can't
when people think
separate
about
the art
struggle,
from the music,
I'm like,
from the religion.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to shut down. Like when she comes to New York, I'm gonna have to not be on social media because I'm gonna be tight. Like, but
So if I get you some tickets, you're not gonna go.
no.
Well, you cannot
just like,
separate the art from the religion. You can't be like, yo, I just like this as the person as an artist because she's talking about her butt.
Yo, because I'm
that's
thinking
against
about,
the
I'm like, yo,
religion.
if I'm at
How?
a Cardi concert, it's nasty work.
You're allowed to live your life.
Live your life, but yeah, that's wild. It's
Going
just
to a concert is
you're
not
putting
living your
yourself
life.
in a position where what am I'm gonna be rapping about crazy things. I know all the lyrics. I'm gonna be, and it's just gonna put me back in that zone where I don't really need to be.
I respect
And
it.
that's it's been tough, but
as a Ramadanian that comes to the masjid, I say, yo, I need $2,200 for these Hove tickets.
Dub.
Close the door.
Dub.
I want them to close. I want them to slam the door in your
Dub.
You
face.
serious?
Yes.
Did you get tickets?
My tickets are free. I would not pay, and y'all know how I feel about Hov. At this point in my life, I would not pay any money for a Jay-Z concert.
Why is that?
Well, he's a billionaire.
Okay.
He's a capitalist.
What's that
Okay.
got to do with it?
I don't support capitalists.
You're not a capitalist.
Not at all.
You don't support
I'm
capitalists?
someone surviving capitalism, but I'm not a capitalist.
So if he had 100 million, it would be all right? Okay. So it's the billion that threshold.
There's no way you can be a billionaire and be ethical outside of selling a product, a one-time product.
I agree with that.
And that's
How?
it.
I agree with that.
Because I don't think people understand.
You're putting on a concert.
I don't think you understand.
No, I agree
I don't think
100%.
people don't understand how much money $1 billion
It's
is
1,000 million.
and what it takes to amass that. If your business is amassing $1 billion, the only way you can do that is by not paying your people livable wages. that's unethical.
I disagree.
It's the truth. There's no disagreeing there, Trump. That's the truth. Name me one person that's a billionaire that pays their company a livable wage.
So I actually saw the Taylor Swift documentary. I actually saw the Taylor Swift. I'm not a Swift.
I don't know if
fan,
Taylor Swift is she considered a billionaire?
Yeah, she is.
Is she a billionaire? I mean,
and also that's not a livable wage. The reason I'm telling you,
did you see?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta say it.
All right. So Taylor Swift, she gave out a like.
10K bonus to everybody.
I think it was more than that.
Way more than 10K.
Nah, I think it was like six figures to the tour workers.
Oh.
And we're talking about 500,000, 250 type shit.
Right. One time.
Okay.
These people have to live a life, right?
That was a
Give
bonus.
me a second. Right.
A bonus of 500,
It was
250.
life changing.
The reason I tell you can't do that, pay a person a livable wage, is because that means you would have to then tell me what a person is worth. It's unethical. You're not paying them what they're worth.
You would have to do it too.
No.
You would have to do
I would never do that.
The fact that you can say that they're not, it means that you're defining their worth in some way.
No, I'm not.
If I'm
I'm talking about
giving
a
you
livable
500
wage.
and you're saying that's not enough,
No
you're
one,
defining it
if
as
I
well.
sit in front of you, if you're a billionaire and you say, Mouse, I would like to hire you, what does it cost? Like, what does it cost me to hire you? And I say,
Mouse.
between me going to work and me doing my job, plus I got the kids, I got the wife,
When's the last
I'm gonna
time
need
you did
1.5. I'm gonna need 1.5.
Mouse, when's the last
What are you
time
gonna say to me?
trap karaoke for free?
Okay, and this is the problem. This is an argument I have a lot with black people that we miss a lot.
Okay, I'm here for
No,
that.
and I didn't mean that by disrespect. I truly mean we missed the point. Someone existing in surviving capitalism does not mean I support capitalism. By practice, I'm a social democrat.
How many shows did you do this year?
I did. I'm not
How
sure.
many shows
I've done
you do
every
last
show.
year?
I've done 90.
How many of them did you do for free?
0, because I live in a
Do you-
capitalist
you're-
society and I
alright,
have to pay
so
bills.
And you probably have way more money than almost everybody in this room.
That's
right?
crazy. No.
You have way more money
No,
than
don't.
everybody in this room because of what you get paid by doing these tours. Am I wrong?
No, you're wrong.
So
I don't
you
know.
don't
I
have-
don't know how much money I make compared
Yo,
to everybody in
you
this room. Did I say anything wrong?
No, that's how much that hat costs.
This was free. It came.
Okay, how
it
much
was free.
it cost?
I don't know how much it cost.
Mouse, stop running
I don't know. It
around
was given to me.
Because what you're doing, listen, the man is putting on a concert. His art is worth.
I'm not
this.
talking about. I'm
It's
not
a
talking about that.
30-year anniversary.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna go, but I'm not gonna pay.
And a 25-year anniversary.
I don't pay capitalists.
The point is,
I'm with you with
I'm
that.
paying
Also,
for
let's
your
talk.
art. I'm paying
Also,
for
until he
art.
atones for what he did.
I'm paying for art.
Until he atones for what he did at the Barclays.
What do you do?
Gentrification.
Gentrification.
Atones.
He has to. Yes.
Mouse,
I want y'all to look at everything
Mouse
that is
cooking right
available
now.
for us to
Wow.
research.
That's why you ain't getting no ticket.
And this is where I feel.
Wait,
now, I
so-
don't feel like he purposely did it. Now, this could be me being a Hove
So-
apologist.
so-
I do think Hove got played.
Gentrification in what way? In Brooklyn?
So
Yeah,
because of Barclays.
they genuinely, the owner of the Barclays spoke with Jeffrey Epstein, and they spoke and they said, you know what, the hip hop guys, they got it. The hip hop guys, that's what you need. They wanted to buy up all that area, and they wanted to push those people out, and they wanted to build that arena. They wanted to build that stadium. Arena is an arena. They wanted to build Barclays. Well, we're gonna make Jay-Z the face of the Nets. We're gonna give him a 1.5% stake in the New Jersey Nets, now the Brooklyn Nets, and he's going to get everybody on board to support this move. And once we support this move, this looks good. This looks good. I genuinely think Jay-Z just wanted to make good money and wanted to do something that was, you know what I mean? That looked good to diversify his
Yeah,
portfolio.
where can I go? Just in
You don't have your rug with you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, just lay it out. Do you think?
So,
Just go to pray.
so I genuinely believe he wanted to diversify his portfolio. I don't think it's as menacing as it happened to
How
be.
many other people have 1.5?
We're not.
I don't think it was menacing at all.
I don't think menacing has to be intentional for it to be menacing.
So
but
there's
once
a-
just
okay.
remember what happened there, and I know both of y'all know what happened there because they were threatening eminent domain, which means they were going to take these people land no matter what. So all the people who owned their homes, right? Because we have to take all that into account. All the people that owned their home, they got pennies on the dollar. Homes that that were appraising for $1.5, $2 million a day, they were paid $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for, and were sent down south. And then the people who were renting there, they're gone. They can't live there. The people love to bring up that, I think the number right now is like somewhere between 79 and 80% of the people that work at Barclays are black.
Yeah.
They can't afford to live around the Barclays. That's
but
crazy.
they did create jobs though.
If
And them not being able to afford to live in that area, I could say happened before the Barclays came to Brooklyn. Gentrification really started, lifting off like around the recession, the 2008 recession. I remember that. I remember that time. That's when the cribs in the sty doubled in price and everything because white folks got priced out of Manhattan and started coming into Brooklyn. It wasn't all about the Barclays.
Yeah, it was
But
kind
I'm talking about specifically.
It was kind of the Barclays had a big part of that.
I disagree.
They were being talked about that from 2002, 2003. It was already in the planning. White people are colonizers. They knew this was coming, and they came in mass
They knew that crash
because
was
they
coming.
already knew what this neighborhood was going to be like. They didn't move to East New York originally. They moved here to Bed-Stuy. They moved to Crown Heights. They moved to Borum Hills. They moved to Cobble Hills. They moved in the space that they knew the prices would double, would triple, and they could take advantage of it.
I just think
they colonized this area
blame
based off of what
Jay-Z
was happening.
for a lot of things that just happened naturally. Whenever big business happened,
But they didn't just happen naturally when
Hold on,
you're
let
the
me
face
finish.
of it.
Whenever moves happen, property is being bought and sold, there's always going to be people that are affected, negatively and positively, right? So property value is going to go up. The black homeowners in the area are going to benefit from that, including myself. The jobs were created. Black people in the area are going to benefit from that. Now you got 80%.
But they're not black
workforce.
people of the area. They're black people
They're black
from a
people
different
in
area
Brooklyn.
now.
They're black people in Brooklyn. They didn't
work there.
That have jobs now. So you could talk
But they
about.
can't afford to live
They
around the
wasn't
place
going to
they
be able
work.
to afford to
That's not
live there
necessarily true.
anyway
Says who?
because it's Fort Greene. It's always been expensive.
If gentrification
Gentrification happened before Barclays came to Brooklyn.
I'm talking about that specific area. Remember what that area looked like. Remember what, and when I say look like,
Fort
I
Greene
mean
was
people.
always
I mean people.
high price.
Remember what those people look like. Today, do those people look that way?
That is not because of the Barclays.
I'm just asking you a question.
And I'm saying they look different, but gentrification has so many different causes. You can't blame Jay-Z.
I'm not blaming him for.
gentrification.
I'm not solely
You said
blaming him.
atonement. You said atonement.
Yeah, because he was a part of that. He was the.
You don't think that he had-
If I
would
am
you
the
have
nigga
done
that
that?
walks y'all off the plank, I have to apologize for walking y'all off the plank.
The plank.
Yes.
I live here,
I think
Mouse.
it's a reach.
With all due respect, you just got here.
Sure.
I'm glad that happened in ways because these houses was boarded up. They was crack houses. They was fucking beer bottles.
Do you think that
all
was by-
the-
you think
every
that was by
tree.
accident?
There was, bro. I'm not gonna say that, but my kids got to walk up these blocks.
I'm good.
There was shootings everywhere. When they started cleaning that up, like they did Atlanta for the Olympics, and when they know the money's coming, they start cleaning it up. It does benefit. Like, yo, bro, I wouldn't have this, and it wouldn't be like this if it wasn't for that. It wouldn't. And with all due respect, when was it gonna happen? We needed white people to gentrify it then.
No,
I'm gonna say that.
I completely
because we
disagree.
wasn't
I
gonna do it.
think-
We was gonna.
I love
do
you.
it.
I love you.
Who
I
was
love.
it?
I
Yo,
love
I don't
you.
care
I
about
love
the
you
love.
immensely.
Who
I think
was
that
gonna
is-
change
I think
it?
that's one of the most ignorant statements you could have ever made.
Okay.
I think that is.
I don't
that-
care because I was here.
What?
I was here.
Okay.
You were not here.
You lived. I agree with you. You lived through that. I get that. But
Who was gonna fix the neighborhood up?
the people that were
Who was
trying.
gonna change?
How many
Motherfuckers
people?
being fucking shit up out here everywhere we went.
So-
Your kids
okay.
had to live through that out here.
So,
Who was gonna change it?
So white people came in and they rescued you.
Yeah, okay.
They rescued you. They rescued the neighborhood.
Gentrification changed these neighborhoods.
For
made
who?
it made it livable.
For who?
Made it livable for the people that lived here. And if you couldn't
White
afford
people-
it, it is what it is.
I
That's
disagree
disgusting.
with those
That's
sentiments.
disgusting.
I don't think
That's
it's-
disgusting,
I
Tahoe.
don't think it's white folks coming
That's
in.
so
that-
nasty,
that-
bro.
Yo, can he finish?
Oh my fault. I was
Yeah.
just very disgusted. My bad.
I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of black folks in this community that own businesses, that own property, that have been here and that help cultivate the change of the new Brooklyn, new Bed-Stuy that we see now. I wouldn't say, I don't share your sentiments that the white folks came in and just made it all better. You know what I mean? These things were happening gradually through time.
That was not when.
It happened
When?
gradually through time.
When?
You're
Tell
not
me
taking-
what changes
you're not taking
that you
into
made.
account capitalism.
Tell me what changes was made in this neighborhood, our neighborhood. You and I live 2 blocks away from each other.
Yes.
What changes did you see being made to pick up this community before gentrification?
I saw the most changes happening after the 2007-08 recession.
Gentrification was happening.
It was, but I'm not going to say that it was white people that came in and made everything
I'm saying
great.
it was gentrification.
They came in here quiet and slowly. They didn't
Bro,
come in
I
here.
seen my first white person here in 2001. I remember. Standing on the corner of Nostra the Gates, for God's sake. I couldn't believe it. It was like seeing a pink elephant. I swear to God. I stopped. I was hustling. I stopped and stared across the street like, that's how crazy it was to see a white person out here. Right? That's 2001. You're talking about almost 10 years later, 7 years later. When what you're talking about. They was coming. By then, I had started seeing them running up and down the block. I'm like, where are you running from? Oh, they just jogging. What? They do that? It was bugged out. I seen a white person walking down Nostrand Avenue. To the people out here who don't know, that's like the Broadway of Bed-Stuy, right? With a surfboard. Where you going? To the train station. You're getting on the train with a surfboard. I almost got on the train with him just to see how this was going to work. So this was gradually happening up until that point of 2008, what you're talking about. Yeah. It was already happening. It wasn't like a boom moment. It was happening little bit by little. And with that, the rent started increasing, more police presence. They stopped letting certain shit go on that they was just letting because they was letting us kill each other. They was letting it happen. It's like, hey, you give a fuck. They stopped letting that shit happen.
They still let y'all kill each other.
Folk,
They're just not gonna let you kill the white people.
Now you can't move out here like you was back then. You can't.
Over the last 2 decades, 200,000 black people have left Brooklyn. Specifically the Bedford-Stuyvesant area. 200,000. 200,000. That's hard numbers.
That's possible.
No. It's not possible. That's a hard number.
I don't know if that's a hard number.
I will send you all 3 research materials that you can compare. 200,000.
Okay.
Black people have been pushed out of Brooklyn.
Right. Pushed or sold?
Pushed.
Or sold?
Pushed. I know what I'm saying. Pushed.
Sold.
Are they slaves? Are you selling
people
them?
that sold their houses for millions of dollars. They took advantage of the play.
But let's talk about the people that were forced to sell their house for $60,000 that then re-upped for 1.5, 2 million. What about those people?
Seen that.
I know. What about those people?
I lived in one of those houses. I was hustling out of one of those houses.
So what about those people? Also, when you talk about also.
Also, she was.
Stop, bro.
She was gonna.
I'm trying to stay serious, and you throwing me off.
I'm not. I'm being serious.
All right, bro. You see,
we were selling crack out of her house,
and y'all burnt the house.
We were giving her jums to use the house. Dime, 20 to use the house. She was foreclosing.
Do you think
the Jewish people came and bought it for $30,000, and they renovated? They gave us all $5,000 to leave. All the hustlers that didn't even belong there, but we just wouldn't leave.
That's the real culprit, right?
So they came in and they gave us all $5 apiece to leave the house alone. We took it. We went back on the corner. We come back. The whole house different, princess. It's renovated to print. Yo, when I left, I stole the banisters. I stole the fireplace covers. I stole the steel. I'm gonna show it to you when we leave.
No, I don't want to see
it. Steel out of the fireplace. I stole the doorknobs, princess. I still got the doorknobs.
Why though?
A nigga steal a doorknob.
Because they were brownstone doorknobs. Yo, y'all keep
No,
Yo,
when you leave, I'm gonna try to ask you something,
Sit
bro.
down, bro.
Why did you think? What you said something that stuck out to me. You kept talking about the condition of the neighborhood. Why do you think the neighborhood was in the condition it was in?
We didn't have the resources to fix it.
Incorrect. Why do you think the neighborhood was in the condition it was in? Because they wanted the neighborhood to be in that condition. Because they always planned on colonizing the neighborhood. You tend to forget that Bed-Stuy and all these black areas weren't black in the 1890s. They weren't black until black people started moving in from the South, from the Great Migration, and then white people said, we're out of here. We're going to Nassau. We're going to Suffolk. We're going to Rochester. We're going to Scarsdale. Then niggas got it, and that's when it stopped being nice, and that's when it started looking like the Brooklyn that we all unfortunately start to identify with. That, oh man, it was tenements and niggas shooting over here. It wasn't. They did that on purpose because it's capitalism is always a pendulum.
You could say that. That's great that you know that, and I didn't know all of that. So I'm glad that you told me all that. But then what? How does it change? Because now we own these
No,
houses.
no, no.
So we ain't got to argue. I
each
want
black
to know
person
that you know that.
Yeah, yeah.
How was that going to
Each
change
black
for
person
our
that you
benefit?
think, unfortunately, every black person you know that's a homeowner is an outlier. Every black person you know,
I agree. But how was
especially
it
in
going
Brooklyn,
to change for our benefit?
Okay, I'm glad you asked that. Legislation. If we could get black people out to vote for us,
Okay.
that for the
You gonna
things
talk
that
about
matter,
legislation.
that would happen. But they didn't. They did that purposely. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. That's why niggas don't vote, or I don't know if they're voting now, but that's why niggas didn't vote in local elections, had no idea who their representatives were.
Francis,
Right.
you left out for a second. Did you hear the conversation?
I was praying.
Okay, great.
But so to your original point about the billionaire thing, outside of the, fair wage thing, if you think about it, in order to become a billionaire, you're not doing it ethically. There gets to a certain point where you are not ethically making your money. Like, you're stomping on heads. People are losing their lives and their livelihood in order for you to get there.
You're also not paying your taxes that go to
You know what I'm saying?
simple
Like, it's
things.
just like, you can't be a billionaire and be like, I don't want to say you can't be a good person, but like, if you can sleep at night knowing the path that it took for you to get there.
So you can't just have a good product or
I'm
service
talking about-
Yes, but
and
that's unlikely.
millions of people buy and support. Like, so Rihanna is unethical.
No, they
because-
talk about how unethical
So I'm
she
just
is.
saying, because she's a billionaire, because of her Fenty line, so automatically is it that she's unethical, or is she just has
Well,
millions
You
of people
have
that
to be
supported
you
her
have to
product?
be willing to be complicit. Like, you have to be willing to look the other way and be like, not my problem. Right? Because if you think about it, like,
That's
the people
a real huge blanket statement to make
No,
for
but here's
everybody
the thing, and
that's
I
grossed
got
that kind
tons
of
of
money.
respect. And again, this is not, I'm not saying that every single person, but I'm saying for the most part, right? Because also, if you look at someone like Rihanna, for example, right? She has this product, but she did not create that product herself, right? She had to deal with LVMH. She's not in control of what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying?
makes
like,
her complicit by them
so
using her
now
name.
she has to be like, yo, they might be doing that. I'm not really with that, but I already signed a contract, so I got to do what I got to do. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't, unless you built that business from the ground up yourself, you are no longer in control of what happens.
I understand what you're saying, but if you put any one of us under a microscope and dissect where we get our income from,
Doesn't-
we're all tied to fuck shit too.
No,
You know,
but
the
that's also
arenas
not-
that you perform
but that's
in
not
might
the
be
same.
compromised,
But
might
that-
be unethical
But that's
practices
not.
there.
But that's also not the same.
Okay, how?
That goes to what I was telling him earlier. That's surviving capitalism versus participating in capitalism.
Semantics.
No, it's-
semantics. That's what this is.
That was a
bro.
good one. That was a good one, but
what
that's not
you
true.
doing,
No,
bro.
that this-
you,
Go
bro.
ahead.
You are.
It's uncomfortable to
you
hear the
are
truth. That's
taking-
what you're reacting
No,
to.
I'm not. What the fuck is you talking
You're
about?
reacting to the
Your
truth.
truth is now the
No,
truth.
that's not my truth.
Because
That's
you said it.
No, that's a truth.
No,
there
that's
is a
your
difference.
truth. That's what
No.
you believe. We're debating. Your
Words-
truth don't make me
right,
uncomfortable
but
because I don't believe it.
words mean
now,
things.
if you
You can exist in
prove
capitalism.
something to me, and I say, yo, I appreciate that you told me that about the neighborhood. Yo, I appreciate. I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. These other things are your opinions on these things that you do not know for a fact.
Surviving
that you're
and
saying they
participate-
have to have done this. They
That's not
have
what-
to. Where? I mean, that's just how it works. They had to have done it. That's not a fact. You're just surmising.
What is
You're
it?
just assuming.
What exactly about what I just
And
said
it's
about
both of y'all.
surviving? What about
Because
surviving?
Mouse, you are on your way to becoming a millionaire, if not already. You are on
This
your
guy's
way.
crazy.
You are.
This guy's so crazy. Thank you for believing in
Mouse,
me.
you're doing these shows. You're selling tickets that are upwards of hundreds of dollars. You're not, and these are all black people that you know are going through recessions. That you know can have mad kids at home. You know are mostly lower to low middle
No one
class.
sell- no
you
one
know,
sell-
you know.
no one cares
that
more
these
about their
people-
audience than trap karaoke.
You know that. Yeah. I'm not saying
We
you
sell-
don't.
we sell
I'm not
at-
saying you
we
don't.
sell-
but you
no,
can't.
no, but you hear what
I
Go
guarantee
ahead.
you that when you get, you're amassing this money from this same community that you think Jay-Z is hurting. You're not giving them back. You're not saying, yo, you know what? We're gonna do 5 shows a year. Why?
I
Because
would.
that would cost
No, I
you.
absolutely would do that.
Do
I absolutely
that
would do
and
that.
then judge. But you can't do that while you're taking the same money that he taking.
Yeah, I'm not taking the same money he's
When
taking.
he
because-
has to book the Yankee Stadium, he has to pay for
He
security,
doesn't
he has
book.
to pay for
he's
sound.
No,
This
whoa,
is his.
whoa, that's what you think is happening, brother? Live Nation is paying for Yankee Stadium. Live
we go.
Nation
Here
is
we
paying
go.
for security.
But you're gonna be there.
Yeah, for free.
You're gonna support the person
No, I'm
that's
not
taking advantage of these
I
communities.
just said I'm going to be there for free.
You're being there
For free.
is still supporting the person that's taking advantage of these
I don't
communities.
support capitalists.
You're
It
being
will
there
never
is still
happen.
supporting this billionaire that's taking advantage of marginalized communities. You're putting your face, your
Do I
name, your
believe
brand
do I
in
believe he's
support
taking
of them by showing up.
Once again, now you're surmising. I never said Jay-Z is taking advantage of communities. I said I think he was a part of. So I've said early on, right before she stepped out to pray, I said I believe he got played. I believe he got played. I said that. I believe that was a whole play. I don't think he had any idea how bad that could be. And that happens to a lot of black people that are the first through the door, especially in a system like capitalism. It is a predatory,
I know he's
incestuous.
I know he's a capitalist.
And we all are.
No,
we live in a capitalist society.
that
and
does
we are
not-
participating in capitalism.
No, you are surviving
And because
capitalism.
he's
You can only participate in capitalism if you
got
are
more
making
than what
a
you
margin.
just need. You have
No, I don't.
extra.
Do you
We
are you
all
seeing?
have-
Are you
does.
seeing where we live?
Yo,
we are
what?
all blessed, Mouse.
All right, okay.
Yo,
See,
stop,
now
man.
I was with you for a second.
Who says what somebody needs?
What?
I got kids to take care of. I got family that are not as affluent as I am. So I gotta reach back and go ahead.
Listen. Do you see what's happening in Congo,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
Sudan, in Gaza?
Yes, ma'am. I am very blessed in
Okay, so
comparison to them.
don't say none of
Yeah.
us ever have any right to sit here and say we don't have what we need.
Let's acknowledge that we are blessed.
Like,
I'm glad you
let's-
said that.
keep it
I will
a
acknowledge
buck.
that I'm blessed, but is
Smoked
there
you.
things that
She smoked you.
I'm
there's nothing
sorry.
to smoke? We're having a
Smoked
conversation.
She smoked
Need-
your
Nigga, I've been smoking you since
$1,400
we
hat off.
started.
Need
She
is
smoked
very
your
relative. You know what I'm-
$1,400 hat off
I
your head.
can't.
Exactly.
So
You're
guy-
here with a
this guy's-
$4,000 coat on,
this guy is
talking
crazy.
about
the
people
biggest problem I have
capitalism.
with blaming Jay-Z for things like this is you said, I asked you, I was like,
Yes, sir.
if he was worth 100 million, would it be okay? He's like,
Yes.
yeah. So it's like, we're putting a cap. He's one of the most successful black men that we've seen in our generation.
Absolutely.
Especially from the hip hop culture.
Absolutely.
Why are we putting a cap on his earnings? It's everybody knows in a
I put the same
capitalist.
cap on everybody's earning. I
I'm
don't
just
think there
saying.
should be billionaires. I don't think billionaires should exist.
And what's it
So,
they do?
but if he was worth 100
I think that money should
million-
go back. I think after a while, I believe
Well, you
in
gotta
taxes
let
when they
Sean
are
finish.
used properly. I believe after a
It's
certain
his
amount.
show. You can't just cut it off like that.
You just asked me.
That's okay. Keep going.
Yo, you
read
just
the
asked
chat,
me
gang.
the question.
It's my show too.
See, now we try to help the show. Now look how they treat us.
So you'd be a good Muslim. Like he's very like chill,
Go ahead,
even
go ahead,
keel.
Tron. Exactly. Tron would.
I ain't gonna front.
Oh, I thought you
I
pointed at me.
identify. I've been on a little spiritual journey, and I've been looking into it and looking at the Nation of Islam. I got some questions about the differences too. But my point is, again, I don't want to put a cap on somebody's success and be like, I think it's a generalization. Like, all right, once you hit that $1 billion mark, it's unethical. But the $100 million person, we're not looking at. The person that makes $200,000, we're not looking at. There's unethical things going on in capitalism, period. So either you in the matrix or you not. We all in it. We all doing unethical shit. We all have our hands compromising.
I believe that is one of the forces that keeps people under the thumb.
Are you a
We are
socialist?
not all. Yeah, I identify as a social democrat.
So are you
I
a
don't-
socialist?
I just told you what I.
You identify as social democrat. I don't know what
yeah,
that
being
means.
there are two different
What does
things.
it
There's
mean?
social.
You be outside being social. I don't know. Democratically, I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe more.
Yo.
So
I'm
under
sorry.
under the umbrella of socialism, there's social democrats. That is actually what Yamir is. So I believe that I do believe that there should be a cap on, or should I say, taxable earning. I think there should be a greater taxable earning for those who are in certain brackets. I don't believe that the government should just take over you are farmers, y'all farm, man. You do. I don't believe in. I do believe in individuality.
Why'd you say y'all,
you
Mary?
practice
You're
it?
not from New York.
I don't like Mamdani.
Okay.
How do you practice socialism?
How do I?
Yes, you.
I
The
give
social
everything.
democrat.
I give everything on my back. If I, and you've been out with me, and you know that's true. If there's black people around, I'm giving out. I'm giving out. I'm giving out. If you're looking for me to say, what did you do with your millions? Nigga, I don't have millions yet. If you ask me what I did with my billions, I will never have billions. I can assure you
So
of that.
one of the things that was taught to me during Ramadan
Mm-hmm.
was that during that time, you are supposed to donate. You're supposed to give, and they have several organized donation things, platforms or whatever, where you give. It's one of the main parts of it, which is the reason why I realized that I was fasting alongside Ramadan, but not necessarily practicing Ramadan.
I sent you a few links.
You did. You sent me a few links, but then I understood that the prayers, that there was just so many different components that made it. And I asked you about them, right? I asked you to teach me the prayers, everything, whatever. So if you are saying that's how you identify, what do you do to support this?
I support
identity.
I support every single
You're saying
black.
it. You're saying it. What do you do?
I give money freely to black people that are doing
Who you give
less
money
than.
to?
I give every black homeless unhoused person I see. I'm feeding them. Every
Yo, all right, yo. Why y'all?
All right. You giving out? So
Yo.
you giving out? All right, you giving out?
I know.
Sandwiches.
I'm understanding.
No, you give out sandwiches. All right.
Tahoe, come on, bro.
Ooh.
That's fine. I
giving out
I
sandwiches.
also accept that
You have a $4,000 coat on. You have a $1,500 hat
resale
on,
value
and
of
and you give out sandwiches.
You pocket
right?
watching the movie.
I don't care.
And he's saying resale value. Like he's not saying retail. He's saying,
And you
I
give out
seen it on
sandwiches.
StockX for this.
As a socialist.
right.
Now let's go into socialism. Being that you said you don't like Mamdani, did we, as black people, get hoodwinked?
Yes.
Coming up in part 2 of this week's episode. So Shameless. Okay.
Old black niggas, bro. Y'all niggas. Y'all. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Y'all a part of the old
What
club
happened?
now.
Nah, y'all
tight?
niggas gotta
You tight?
y'all have a certain commitment to capitalism that needs to be studied.
Why? What's that? What do you mean?
Because you guys are forever, because y'all come from a generation that was so deeply affected by still slavery, still Jim Crow laws.
You
There's
ain't that old.
No, y'all are. Well, I
He
don't know
just
if
seen a picture of me in black and white, so he's putting
Nah,
me back into the civil rights.
Yo, son, somebody sent me a picture. Somebody sent me a picture of him as a kid. I said, nah, bro.
It was black.
It was black and white. It was dead black and white. Like good black and white. I was
It
like,
was black and white. It was.
like black and white,
No.
where like usually like on the end of a documentary, there's usually like subtitles that come after to say what happened to them. It was like that. I said, oh, this nigga was in glory road.
Yeah, I was. But go ahead. Talk about
Y'all, because y'all were so deeply affected by certain things like Jim Crow, there's a certain y'all were. Bro, you're 51
Damn.
years old, which means your parents are how old?
Bridges.
My
Ruby
mom
Bridges is only 70 years old. That means Ruby Bridges, no, I'm not even being funny.
You not.
I'm 51.
He's 51.
You're lying.
Ruby Bridges is old enough to be your big sister or your mother,
He's
either
51.
one.
He's
I'm 49.
And
You get what I'm saying? Like
I
y'all
was
were,
born in 1975. Okay.
you're a direct descendant of those affected by Jim Crow. You could have,
No, it's true.
you
That
could
is-
have,
that is- I mean, I don't think that's true, but go ahead. My mother was born in Marcy Projects here in New York.
you're, okay.
Right? So if you direct descendant is crazy.
What?
Because my mother was born in New York.
And where was your father born?
And in Grenada, I believe he was born.
Okay. Your mom's mom? Your grandmother? Or
What?
grandparents?
That wouldn't make me a direct descendant any
You
more
are a
than
direct
you.
descendant. That's your
Any
grandmother.
more than you.
That is your grandmother. You were in your grandmother. You literally, your genes was in your grandmother. Literally. So how are you not a direct descendant?
All right.
Let's land the plane.
Go ahead, finish your point, because all I would do is
I'm just
argue
going
with
by
you about
words.
this any
Am I-
more than you were. You are a direct descendant. Your
I'm a
grandmother
direct
was
descendant
around that time too. I only got
No.
you beat by 15 years, bro.
That's mad years, bro.
No, it's not.
That's mad years.
Not in this conversation.
Nah,
You
in
putting
my-
me back in Jim Crow like you was born
No,
in the
I
90s.
think what he's trying to say is that
he was
you
born
were
in the 90s.
closer in proximity, huh?
Born in 89.
Yeah.
You were closer in proximity and was able to maybe feel the
I
From the,
wasn't.
no, not
But
you.
that's by putting
but
us
from
all
the
into the same
people,
bubble. But go ahead.
from the people who were directly affected by it. There's certain levels of wealth that your grandparents or your parents might have never even dreamed to attain.
Agreed.
That you can.
Agreed.
So that thought process says, oh, well, I should be able to make all the money I can and fuck everybody else.
You make more money than everybody in here. I'm confused at how
Do not-
you
okay.
and
And this
you're
is how they
starting
keep-
new businesses.
and this is how they keep the-
You're starting new
Okay.
businesses.
And this is
Are,
how
are
they
you
keep-
not starting new businesses?
Yes, I am.
You make more money than everybody in here, and you're starting new businesses to
dare
do what?
you?
How dare
The
I?
Make
absolute
more
audacity.
How dare I?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
But that's what he's
thought,
doing.
and this is
He
how
has trap karaoke. He's
That's
on
not
tour
mine.
with
That's
Dead
not
Ass.
mine. I'm an employee of Trap Karaoke.
Stop it.
I am.
Stop
I
it.
don't
He
own
won't
Trap.
tell me his wages because I blew it up once and almost fucked up a job. So he won't tell me how much he gets paid. He gets paid a lot.
He did me so
gets paid
bad
a
one
lot.
time, son.
He
Yo,
has
I was
Dead
so
Ass,
happy. I talked to Tahoe.
and now he has
Nigga,
almost
I got the email. I got the Dr. Dre Tyrese email.
Look,
Like, hey, what the fuck y'all doing?
if that's the case, bro, and you give out sandwiches, if that's the
I
case,
give out
take
hard-earned money
out-
to- I give out
take
hard-earned
part
money.
of your Princess. I don't know how much she makes. I can't pocket watch her.
She
'cause
makes very-
doesn't
she
talk,
makes very good money.
right? But she's been
Who said
donating
that? Wait.
as part of her religion. If that's what you're saying, this is how you identify. Donate. Let's see it. Start it up. Use your use your name, your brand to help support these businesses, these black people that were bought out their homes, right?
And I will.
These black people in this neighborhood that you have moved into and celebrate so much. Why aren't you giving back?
And I will. I absolutely will.
When?
I've also
Tomorrow.
I've also been at this level.
When?
Way shorter.
There's
than
when is a
any-
word that means something. When?
Let's get to it. When?
As soon as I'm at a level where that would not
Right.
hurt my family.
Right. Oh, that's what this is.
Is
Okay.
that not what we all work for?
Okay, you young
And there's
niggas.
nothing wrong with that.
That-
No, he said these old niggas, but it sound like you young niggas.
No. The young niggas are the ones
Because
making
you're
actual
making-
moves. All
you're
y'all doing
making
are
money.
all you're doing is being capitalist shill. That's all you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. I
So,
don't even know what that means.
so
Whoop-de-doo.
I was waiting to
Whoop-de-doo.
shill on his ass.
I
all
think
day.
this is getting divisive.
Okay. No, this is just playful.
I know, but like the way I look at it is like, okay, so what's the plan then? Like we're
Exactly.
talking about it.
Well, the plan would
So-
be we would have to get them, like we would have to get the older people, and I'm not being funny when I said it. We would have to get that older generation on our side. We have to get them
Why?
on our side because if not, you're gonna weigh us down. We can't drag y'all. I'm being so serious.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
The older generation
can't
that I'm
dr-
directly tied to that could not fathom having this.
No, I'm talking about you.
that could
You
not
are the
fathom
generation we have to drag along if you
having
don't
the
wake up.
affluence, the money, the income that you younger people, because you younger people are taking over. Y'all, this is y'all world now. At 51, I'm definitely handing over the reins to the people beneath me. Yesterday can answer for that, contest to that. This is y'all world now.
Yeah.
You don't need us anymore than just to say us not fighting you on it, like say black churches and shit like that.
Yeah, agreed.
But
I'm not gonna argue anything what you say that is right. But also I want you to take into context the money that's being amassed now is also being spent way more and way more aggressively than when y'all were earning. So when
this is
you
why I want to talk about Mamdani.
so when you were earning $90,000 in the 90s and you're like, oh, Clinton got it booming, you also was only having to spend like 60,000 of your 90,000. Where now I might be earning close to 1.5, but I'm spending 90 to live because I live in New York, because I have family that does not make the money I make.
Okay, I
Have to,
understand that.
you get what I'm saying?
I understand
You
let's talk about
equate
that
for infl-
spending. Let's get back to this thing because you started off the show with this. You tried to come at me.
I didn't
It
come
didn't work. You think it worked, but
What
it
do you-
didn't.
what did I say?
Let's speak about what's happening here in New York
Okay.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I asked a question at the end of last episode. It was, were black people bamboozled by Zoran Mamdani?
Absolutely. Until he shows different, yes.
What makes you say that?
Mamdani got in literally on the back of young black. What's the word? What's the word?
Progressive? What?
No. What's the when what are they? When the people in the community that do the thing, they actually do the thing. There's an actual word for it, and I feel like an
Like the
idiot.
grassroots movement.
Grassroots movement. But what are those people called? Organizers.
Oh.
He got in
That
on
was the word you was looking for?
Grassroots organization.
I'm not gonna get in a word battle
Yeah.
with you, sir.
All right.
Okay. So, like I said, on the back of young, progressive, active black organizers, specifically, one in part, rest in peace, Sinead Curry, who was in these places that Mamdani wasn't even thinking about going to. She was going into there doing those knock-in votes. He gets in. Let's look at actual hard things. I just told you earlier, 200,000 black people have been pushed out of Brooklyn. Specifically, we're not talking about New York as a whole because that number goes up. We're talking about Brooklyn. Now you look into
In what time frame?
And over the last 2 decades, over the last 20 years.
Okay.
Mamdani has yet to hire any black deputy mayors. He has 5 deputy mayors. Not one of them is black. You made all these promises. You get in on the back of black people, and not one of your deputy mayors are black. Not one. Not one person that has to stand in between you and the community that they serve. None of them is black.
Who do you feel black people should have voted for?
That's always a tough question because I rarely think anybody is there to serve us.
Yeah, but the question was, were we bamboozled?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if we were bamboozled by voting for him, then that means that there was a better option.
No, not always.
I like where you're going with
Not always. I don't know specifically for black people. I don't know if there was any good option.
Because we also
We were
had
gonna
Eric
get-
Adams and
Well, I don't think he made. He was.
He dropped
I thought he
out.
dropped out, right?
He did.
no, I'm
So it
just
was
saying like
Cuomo.
we had him.
Yeah, he was
and
terrible.
He was black.
Eric
and-
Adams was terrible. A terrible mayor.
So when we look
We're
at
probably
like
gonna get another
Cuomo
black-
Silva.
and
Or
Silva
Silva,
and
yeah.
Mamdani,
Silva was the red Guardian guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's terrible. You can back him up.
Yeah.
Cuomo's a little touchy,
Yeah, touchy-feely.
but he knows government.
So you'd rather somebody that like Cuomo than Mamdani?
Cuomo started sending. I got a text message from Cuomo on Juneteenth with a lady wearing the kente cloth, and I'm like,
So did I.
bruh, this what we doing?
Y'all playing on my phone
Like,
right
come
now.
on now.
But
Come
Mamdani's
on.
played in our face the same way.
I don't agree.
Go ahead.
I don't think so. First of all, he's only been in office for 3 months.
Yes.
If that 2.5 months, right? Mm-hmm. Any politician, you're going to find things about them that you can criticize, that you can critique.
Yeah.
So that's why I agree with Princess. Like, okay, who's the better candidate? You could pick any person in any office and be like, well, they did this and this wasn't beneficial. Overall, I'm going to trust the process. There's a couple of things that he's got on the table that I don't agree with, but overall, I think he's the best person for the job. I think he means well, and I think he's going to do well for the people.
Now I'm looking at.
I think all his
I'm
promises
looking
are
at.
And also his hands are a
Zoran
little tied when it
Mamdani's
comes to certain things.
appointees, deputy mayors. I haven't gotten to any, but there are
He has
several
mad
black
people.
Several.
Yeah, he got a lot of black
appointees on the list that are in high, extremely high positions.
Convicts and all.
Right.
My
the
son is
Ex-convict.
my son is one of them.
Right. So I don't really like the buzzwords when people do stuff like that because now you got to go forced to look. Right. It sounds like you doing this thing where you ball drop, but it's kind of like that's not really
You
a
have
thing to judge
5
a person.
deputy mayors.
All right,
and
but
you can't
you
have one that's black.
Okay,
You
but
can't find
okay,
one.
what else contributes to the bamboozlement?
Right.
I do not think that's huge for me. That is huge for me. That's extremely huge for me because Eric Adams, as shitty as he was, he had 3. He had 3 black deputy mayors.
But can I say something? Yeah. But I think, Mouse, to your point, and I think what everybody else is trying
Can
to
y'all
say.
hear him?
Can you hear me?
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying can the mic here?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
got a mic.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What I'm saying is, I think just because people are black don't mean that they're for us, right? So I think, and we as black people often make that, we have that problem a lot. We pick people or put people in positions just because they're black, i.e. Eric Adams, and they turn out not to be good, right? So I feel like we have to be with people who are going to get the best job done. So I feel like we're past our color at this point on certain matters. It just has to be who's best for the job. And if Mamdani is providing that, I think we got to kind of give it a shot because, like you said, we've seen it with the other side, right? We've seen it with our people. And so
Eric Adams.
to continue, that's what I'm saying, continue to do the same thing would just be us being stupid.
So now that means which is a problem for me because that means we are the only group, we're the only group that has to think that way. We are the only group that gets criticized and may be shooting ourselves in the foot if we vote just based on our color because they only let one get into that position in the first place. That's all they gonna do. You remember when Eric Adams was running, there was that black lady, I can't remember her name, and probably that's due to the same reasoning, but that black lady, we didn't even look twice at her. We said, no, we got a black man. That's what we voting for. We're voting for the black man. And we see that it was terrible. It was a terrible idea. It was terrible for
I
us.
campaigned against him the whole time.
But he's also was a cop. I'm never voting for a cop. Like fuck
I
outta here.
campaigned against
a cop
him the
with an
whole time.
earring. Eat
I
a
was,
dick.
I was
I promise you
praying
that.
nobody voted for him.
Yeah, no,
That
a
is
cop
the
with an earring
problem.
can always eat a dick.
Tron brought up these things that he does not like about that Mamdani is presenting. Princess Trom.
So two of them. One is the tax on the homeowners
Death tax?
insurance,
Death tax
or property tax.
property tax.
Proposed.
Property
So
tax, yeah.
from what I understand, that was just something that he proposed because he's going back and forth with the governor of New
Yeah.
York.
Hochul.
Hochul is basically not trying to support him with certain funding. He's like, well, the money got to come from somewhere, so this is what we'll do. So I think he's just throwing it out there, just trying to, go back and forth and play the blame game with her. I don't think he really wants to do that. If he does, then I think it's a way where, he was very active in his campaign talking about taxing the rich and equalizing the
Affordability was already
all of that,
on.
right? So I think if it's accurate that he is trying to do that, I think it's a mistake because I think he's considering homeowners in the rich, which is not always the case. It's a lot of times it's middle class people just trying to get by just like everybody else. So that I don't agree with. And then he talking about 20 miles per hour speed limits in New York City. That shit, I was like, nah.
Oh, that's done.
I saw people
That's
like
not-
really
I don't
up
like
in
that. I don't
arms
like
about that, but that is not his.
That's not him.
But he
That's-
said that he
That was the
supported.
fun.
Like he said that he
Well,
supported.
how's he going to say no to that?
What do you mean?
No, but he can say he
what's
doesn't
the
support
reason?
it.
No, but it's not just everywhere. It's in school zones.
No, he said school zones is 15.
15.
Okay.
He's talking about
And
20
then
across
just
the
across
city.
the board.
Yeah,
Do you know
but
how
they were trying to
slow
do
19
that
mile
during
per hour
Eric
is?
Ad- They were trying to do that during Eric Adams, and then if you say no, you're talking about moms or parents whose kids have died. They're doing this in the name of
That's
children.
what it's for.
There are specific children that they're bringing up to push these bills forward. How does the new mayor that's in for a month and a half? It's almost the same thing as Obama. It's like, yo, you kind of get your hands tied because you're the first black. He's the first Muslim. And you're going to come in and be like, no, fuck them kids that you pushing in our face.
Mamdani is very vocal about his opinions on things, and he does not worry about whether he's bucking the system or not. If he didn't agree with it, I believe that he would say that. He said that he's with it, he agrees with it, he thinks it's a good idea.
You know why?
Verbally said that.
But why is it a bad idea?
20 miles.
Because it has nothing to do with any of that shit they talking about. That's more
Exactly.
money.
Exactly.
That's more money because you know good and well them people gonna go over 15 miles an hour and you gonna fucking hit them with that red light camera and now boom, here go another ticket for your ass on top of already living in a place that's already
It's a
unaffordable.
Bus
money
lanes,
grab for the
bus
people
lanes,
that you're
bike
saying that
lanes.
you're trying to look out
Nobody's
for affordability.
dumb, bro.
Congestion
I'm
pricing.
getting all these tickets in the mail. I'm just an average New Yorker
They
trying
be
to get
talking to
by.
us like we really dumb.
So
They
with the
make-
with the taxes, right? With the
Real
ho-
quick,
with the
hold that thought. Hold that thought, P.
Okay.
Just to cap that, bro, they're trying to make it where you don't have no parking in New York City.
Oh.
All parking is paid for now. All parking is supposed. Well, this something that they're proposing. The bike lanes, the bus lanes, all of the cameras, the speeding tickets.
crazy.
Nigga, they're trying to make this a carless city, basically. Or you're gonna pay. Yesterday said congestion pricing. Like literally, there's like everything you do when you get in your car is gonna cost you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what they were saying. Go ahead, P.
So to your point about the taxes, right? What do you think would be a viable alternative?
I think you should not raise property taxes. If you're trying to figure out where the money's coming from, that's not it. Because if you're talking about affordability, what about the people? So I understand that you're the people's champion and 80% or whatever more people rent. So he's going for the popular opinion with things with affordability. But what about middle class people that own homes? Home ownership is something that was always pushed as something that we should look forward to in America, right? That's something that's part of achieving the American dream and gaining wealth. So you're gonna tax people that are homeowners? I could understand if you're taxing people that own 100-unit apartment buildings, slumlords and stuff.
But that's more of what that tax,
So
what
that's-
that was talking about.
right?
And
So-
it has to be over a certain amount
I need
of
to look
money.
at the
That's not
numbers.
true.
Right. I want to see the
It
numbers.
has to. It's over a certain amount.
$750,000.
And that's everybody.
That's every
Oh,
house.
that's every
house.
That's
you know what I
everything.
mean? So that's basically unless you have a condo that's
Wait,
Wait,
a
and
house
then
that's currently worth that?
yes,
Or okay.
$750K.
And that's
the
only to
threshold.
get the increase. So there's also a death tax. Is somebody's calling it the inheritance tax. They're calling it death tax.
That's over 7 million.
That's over 750.
No. Look that up again, brother. It's
They're
over
lowering
7
it.
million.
Mouse.
If you inherit, if what you inherit,
Mouse.
go
Let
ahead.
me finish, because you're wrong. They're trying to lower it. It's 7 million right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're trying to lower it to $750 and increase the scale up to 50% of what that house is worth after $750.
Based on your relationship to the deceased.
So if your mom passed and she
It's
passes
gonna
you the
be
house,
it's gonna be less than if like if your aunt passed. So the more direct the descendant, the less the tax would be.
okay.
So like if I were to pass, my kids would get a lesser tax. No, my wife would get, if I'm married, my wife would get a lesser tax than, my wife and my kids would get a lesser tax than say my mother or my father or my brother or my sister. Then obviously it goes down the estate.
Either way, bro, if this houses in this neighborhood, say they $2 million, fucking 16% of that?
Bro, this shit gotta come from somewhere though. Y'all, like, we keep forgetting.
The rich.
Right.
The rich. Kathy Hochul.
But that's what I'm saying. This is the contingency
Queen,
plan,
Queen,
right?
right.
Like,
You ready? It's those billionaires. It's those
No,
billionaires.
I have no problem with that.
It's those
But
billionaires
let
not
her
paying
finish.
taxes.
Can she finished talking?
the billionaires are the problem.
Nigga, you saying that
the
y'all
billionaires are
all
not
bringing
paying their
this-
taxes, and now
y'all
look at how
all
that is
on
affecting us.
Mamdani as if he wasn't handed this 40-something days ago, and it's just like, yo, you're even you, Tron.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yo, I'm giving a city that does not have this is not a federal budget. This is a city budget. And I have to balance this budget
Mm-hmm.
in order for everybody to get paid, in order for the city to run. I have to. I can't just say, well, like the feds, and just like print more money and just, hey, it is what it is. Oh, we're going to give more money over here, more money over there. He has to balance the budget.
He has to, yes.
If Kathy Hochul says no, he's like, well, we don't have too much other forms of income.
I'm not-
My problem
I'm in
with
agreement
it,
with that
the
part
only
of it.
problem I have with it
I agree.
is the free bus program, the free daycare programs. Listen, these things are going to cost you billions of dollars to do. If you already in a deficit, you can't put those through.
Well, you almost have to put the universal health care bill through. I mean, not health care.
The
You have
child
the child
care.
care. You have to.
Why?
Or you're going to, because the people that you need to work can't work because they can't afford to send their people. You have to.
That's just almost like having a house.
And that was
Yeah, and
part
the
of his
thing is,
campaign.
the homeowners, despite how difficult it is and how expensive it is, like the homeowners in New York are still the minority, right? Like the average working class person is who needs to benefit from these things. So it's like we're never gonna be happy with what anyone puts forth. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always gonna be things that we're like, oh, we don't agree with. When we look at like overall, like big picture, what are we seeing? You know what I'm saying? Like the universal childcare thing, like, yo, childcare is wild expensive.
It is.
And if you
Super
think
expensive.
about like what the average person is making, they're literally spending all their money on childcare. Like if it's a couple, it's cheaper for one person to just not work than it is for both people to work and then send their kids to school.
I don't care.
And that is the
You
problem.
know why I don't care? Because it's mostly the people who don't have jobs that's having babies. It's these people that
Bro,
are
don't do
having
that.
5
Bro,
kids
bro.
and they're on fucking welfare.
Where's your-
and now we got to pay for you
That's why I be
to have
saying.
daycare?
That's why I be saying you sound ignorant again.
I don't
Send 'em
care.
back.
You have no numbers. You have no numbers to support that.
Your $200,000 shit came out of nowhere. Send
what-
me a print.
That's fine.
Send me
But
something.
isn't like $3K included within that universal child care?
I don't know.
See, you don't have a small child, so that's why you don't care. If
he
you
got
had-
all this
if
feeling
you
and
had
then don't know.
Kids in daycare.
How you have that much
you
feeling and don't know?
Yo, she's talking.
Oh my!
You don't know how this works? It's all of us have mics.
You had
Not
all
just
that
you.
feeling and don't know
But
was
she's
your answer.
talking.
You need to fast.
You just on everybody like, yo, let her finish.
Niggas said all that to say I don't know. You should have let her talk instead of you saying that dumb shit.
Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? This nigga. Yeah,
But
what
like,
saying?
you don't care because you're not in that. You're not. one of
No,
those
I'm
people.
tired of people who don't have the means to support their children having mad kids.
So you think, and again, I don't have the numbers, you're saying that most of the people who are going to benefit from universal child care is folks who was just popping out babies recklessly.
No, that's how I feel. Basically, just the people. Because if it's all right, if you're saying, what are you saying? That they have to be making a certain amount, they have to be spending? Like, I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that the universal, and I was asking, 3K
Right.
is, for example, was included in that, right? In
3K of what?
In pre-K. 3K is when kids are 3 and they get to go to school, quote unquote. So you know how like it's kindergarten. Kindergarten up
it's
is free.
pre-K.
Then it was pre-K is when you're 4, but 3K is when you're 3. Like when the
I've
kid,
never heard
yeah,
of
that's
that
the thing, right? And so, cause think about it, when your kid, we were spending so much money for my daughter, but like when they're 3 now, they can go to school, and you're not having to foot the bill for that whole year for childcare, right? So that is insanely beneficial, right? So I was asking if that was a part of it, because it's not an issue of people having like 4, 5, 6 kids that they can't, take care of. But child care is like $1,500 a month.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
So like that,
crazy.
it's substantial.
It is crazy.
And
It
the
is crazy.
people, I feel like the people who are on, those people that you're talking about, they're already getting so many benefits that that's not even a factor for them. Like they're getting the welfare, they're getting the food stamps, like they're getting the vouchers. Like that is not even
You shouldn't be having kids.
right. But the universal child care thing is not, that's
Shouldn't
not a
have
factor
kids.
for them. That's what I'm saying. Like you're saying that it's mostly those people, but I don't think that that's the case.
Okay. Yeah, if you're not making a certain amount, you shouldn't be having kids.
I agree with that.
It should be a crime.
Yo, I
It should be a
got
crime.
one. Like I be thinking, like, how people be having all these kids.
Yeah,
like,
it should be a crime.
The one
You're literally
Sound like
sucking your
China.
life dry, huh?
It sound like y'all in China or something.
Yeah. You should be locked up.
Tahoe went to one child policy.
Yeah, not even none.
But don't
Fuck
want,
them kids.
but don't want anybody to support the taxes that would, in fact, help the people not
that?
have kids or be able to afford their kids. You nigga, you keep supporting billionaires. You supporting New York billionaires. Those are lobbyists. Those are the niggas affecting the voting.
What the fuck is you talking about?
I don't know.
What the fuck is he even?
You
Yo,
just
are you
said-
take the coat off? You
You
got a
just
goose
said-
on in the middle of the house. The heat is on. I gotta keep it up to a certain. I'm a landlord. I gotta keep the heat coming up to a certain. I got a t-shirt on. How you got a hoodie, a t-shirt, a goose, and a fucking scully on?
not- it's
and
not
you
a
talking
goose.
about billionaires?
It's not
What are you
a-
talking about?
It's not a
doing
goose.
it for the aesthetic.
Man,
It's not a goose. It's fine. It's part of the outfit. It's fine.
what the fuck is he
All
talking
about
about?
the fit.
Like you don't
man.
you don't understand. I'll make it very simple.
Trump.
You
Talk to him.
support-
He's the one that you respect in the room. He likes the way
I
he
respect
thinks,
you
right?
too. I just hate you.
You said that the way he thinks. Talk to him. He's the smart one. I'll listen because I know how to do that. Unlike some people.
Since when? Anyway, billionaires. That is the problem. That's what. Well, capitalism is the problem. Then there's billionaires who extort capitalism, right? And then makes that harder on everybody underneath them. Are we in agreement on that at least?
Yeah.
Yesterday, are you in agreement with that part?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, so I'll take 4 out of this 5. So now what you look at it that way?
Himself.
Right.
He counted himself.
Yeah, I agree with me.
Go ahead. He counted himself.
Okay, so now how do billionaires stay billionaires, right? Because we're not talking about the one-offs that we were talking with Trump, like the people that can sell a product and become a billionaire. We're talking about the companies. We're talking about the people that get that long money passed down, inheritance, years and years and years of untaxed billions. Well, if it's untaxed on you inheriting it, then you keeping it and adding more to it isn't taxed. Well, in the place that you live, who has to make up for that tax? The people who are working for said billionaires. And those people, because they aren't paid a livable wage, they are now inundated with the decisions from the billionaires. So now who you're talking about, and I apologize, I really did get upset when you started talking about the people having kids that can't afford it, because that's so old Republican dog whistles, bro. Like the welfare queens, they're talking about black people. They're not talking about Spanish
Not
people.
necessarily.
No,
Jews
bro,
do it
I'm
too.
talking about overall.
Jews do it too.
But they're not. You're not talking about them. You know they're not talking about them, and they're the ones abusing the system the most.
Don't tell me what I'm talking about, because really what I'm talking about is Kathy Hochul taxing the rich. But we're talking about
She won't tax the
Mamdani.
rich.
We taxing the rich, but we get down to coming down on Mamdani, who's actually trying to make a real change out here. We shouldn't even be talking about this. We should be talking about the fact that Kathy Hochul is putting the brakes on that bill that is put in front of her, which would tax the
rich.
billionaires,
Yeah.
10
Tax the
billion.
billion.
They would still
Be billionaires.
get a $2 billion tax break.
Yeah.
Based off the federal taxes.
But she's friends
They
with
would
all
still,
of them.
There's
Yeah.
those
But
for
she's
mans
still
in
in friend. Because she's one of them.
Yeah.
She's still in bed with them. So she's pushing it down
Yes.
onto Mamdani, who now has to push it down
That's
onto
what I
the
was
rest
saying
of
when
us.
So
I
do you
said
see the
that
That's
his
what I was
hands are
talking about.
tied. So we have all these great expectations, but understand that a lot of these decisions is not up to him to make. You know what I'm saying? So people like, he better come through with all his promises. Those promises were things that he would like to do, but ultimately he is not in. He can't just enact these things on his own.
And that's my problem. And that is my problem.
But we
with
have to
Mamdani.
understand that that's how the government works.
Right. So you should
understand?
run on the truth, not on, hey guys, I really wish, because what's going to happen is when
But what do you
Go ahead,
mean,
I'm
run
sorry.
on the
How?
truth? Like
Because
he
right,
said
that's-
what
you
he
took-
wanted to happen. Like, these are my views. These are the policies that I would like to put in place.
Correct.
No. He didn't say I would like. Remember, because if he said I would like, he wouldn't get voted. He said, I'm going to make the city
And
affordable.
all the white
You
people do
can
the
I
same
finish?
shit.
Can I finish? You thought you let people talk? You must have relapsed. So, like I said,
Relapse.
you going back to 2018 Tahoe. Can I talk? Thank you. So, like I said,
On this podcast.
or can I talk on this podcast? No, but what I'm truly saying is he ran on saying, he made definitive statements. Not, I would like to do this and this would be really nice. No, I'm going to make buses free. I am going to make the city affordable. I'm going to do this, that, and the third. Knowing that you're not going to do most of that. Knowing that when you
That's the
say,
game.
That's what all
That's the
politicians do.
game.
But I have
That's
to
what
hold
we
you
all
accountable.
like.
Called campaign
That's the
But I have to-
game.
right,
All
and you make
politicians
You
promises.
do
cannot say that one thing about black people this, but then you're doing this. You're only doing that because he was doing that for us. You're only doing it. You're only saying that to the Muslim mayor.
No, I'm saying that.
You ain't saying that to all these other white people that do
Yes,
it all
I
the
am.
time.
I hold you accountable.
White people do this
I
shit
hold-
all the time.
Do you not know me? I hold everybody accountable for their lives. If you made a promise and you don't make your and you don't come through on your promise, I don't hear the excuses. Mamdani already had the excuses lined up. Well, I couldn't do this because Hochul was here, but I already knew this when you was running
That's not
on
fair.
it.
That's
So
not
don't
fair.
lie. Don't run on
That's
it.
not
Run
fair.
on the truth.
He still has it in the budget right now. That's why I'm talking about it. He
Right,
still
like,
has it in the
we're speaking
budget.
about it as if all these things are already in stone. Like this is his like contingency plan if he doesn't get what he wants, which I think is more of like a threat.
To Kathy Hochul.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, do something or this is going to happen, right? And ish runs downhill, right? So it's like, it's not like we be getting so worked up prematurely. I feel like look, can we let him cook for it? Like, look, can we see what's about to happen
I don't know.
first?
Because
I don't know
people
if we
want to see him really win. To be honest.
I don't know if
Nope,
we
I ain't
have
talking
that
about
ability.
how he patched up all them potholes. Like it.
There's still a few left.
Or the snow laborers thing.
Oh, he
Like,
killed.
look.
No, I give him his credit when he did that.
and
That
he
snow
was pay-
laborer
he was
thing.
paying
Yeah.
Genius.
Yep.
We forget it's the little things, right? But like over time, these things, end up, making a difference. I think that again, I don't trust no politician. Like I feel like you as a politician, you gotta, be moving and grooving, right?
I'm not a fan
so
of
you
any
can't
politician.
we're not. I don't trust any of them 100%. We can't expect the world from them. But I think that if people, it seems like he actually cares about the people.
I agree that he cares about people. I'm just not sure who those people are.
Who do you think it could be?
I don't know.
Why do you
I think he
that
cares
way?
about. I think he cares about progressives who are going to keep this city afloat. I don't know that he cares about black people, but I also don't think that most politicians care about black people in any of their arenas and their those having to serve those constituents. I don't know that he does. I think he cares about who's going to keep the city afloat. And as we were just talking about on the last episode with gentrification, those faces ain't black, brother. They got blue hair and they from South Dakota.
I don't know if I think that's ignorant, to be honest.
I'm looking at the numbers.
The man is listen. How do you? I just think
Ultimately,
it's been a little less than 2 months that the man's been in office. Matter of fact, maybe what is it, January 20th or something like that?
Months.
Two and a half.
2 months. It's 2 months now,
Has it been 20? Yeah, it's 2 months. Yeah, it's 20.
right? He's a Muslim mayor with Trump on his back, Kathy Hochul as the governor, and we already like, yeah, you won't like, yo, give the man.
But we do that to our own
shot,
people
bro.
too.
That's what I'm
We
just
do it to
saying,
our
like,
own
give him a
people.
shot,
Nobody
bro.
could win.
And a lot of us is
Go ahead,
blamed,
I'm
and a lot. No, I didn't even cut you off because I'm cutting you off right now. All of the propaganda, the bots, the social media is going crazy. They hate right around now. They always hated Muslims, but right around now
it's crazy
they going
now.
crazy, especially because of the
They
war.
seen them Eid lights. And they
the
say, "Oh
war,
nah, he
first
gotta go."
Muslim mayor, bro, and they're feeding all of this propaganda about it being him and these death taxes and these property. He's, but nobody's focused on the fact that it's her. It's her and the prior administration that put him in this position to have to balance this book. We not doing that with a lot of things that we go through. We don't realize we're put into that by the system. Same things you're talking about with gentrification or with the way the neighborhood looked. It's the same idea, right? But we only see
all
where we're at,
capitalism, yeah.
but not really how we got here. So I would ask that you apply that same thought process to this. Give the man a second, 2 months.
No.
And to your point about, he wants to put people in place that are going to keep the city afloat versus Black people specifically. That's what his job is. His job is to keep the city afloat, right? So of course, as Black people, we want to see, representation, which there is lots of representation in his administration. There's no Black deputy mayor, but does that mean that he still can't keep the city afloat? Because when you think about it, it's business. So in your business, right, you have a goal that you're looking to accomplish. You got a Black person who's not going to get you to your goal. You're going to hire them just because they're Black, or you're going to hire the most qualified person?
I'm going to look Black first and then look for the most qualified person.
No, that's fine. But you got your man over here. He's Black, but you already know he's not bringing what you actually need. Are you just going to do it just because he's Black?
No, but also I would never be in a predicament where he is my only Black option. You get what I'm saying? Like my hiring process.
But that's
would
because
look
you're
for,
Black.
Yes.
Okay. So, and listen, I'm all for support Black people and all that. But that's because you're Black.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you feel that way about another race?
Doing that?
Damn sure wouldn't. But no other race.
Okay, so why are we
no
mad?
other race makes up 13% of
No,
the
but
country.
I'm saying,
We do.
so why are we so upset that somebody who is not Black is not prioritizing Black people?
Because
in his cabinet?
because he utilized and benefited.
He's a politician. Why wouldn't
which-
he?
Right. So that's what I was gonna say before Tahoe spoke. That is why I don't give no politician, white or Black or whatever. I don't give none of you niggas no break. You know why? Because that's your fucking job. I'm a constituent. Make good on your fucking promise or I'm on your ass, nigga. Point blank. You don't get to hide behind nothing. You don't get to hide behind, it was too much. I don't give a fuck. You say you was gonna do this, get it done, nigga. Oh, well, go get what you need
voted?
to get it done. Did I vote? Yeah, I voted. I voted.
You did?
I did.
It's why you scratch your beard like that.
Oh, because my facial is growing back. It's a little itchy.
That was
Yeah, how many people in here think that he went and voted?
I voted.
I see you did a little mail-in. I can see a mail-in.
Vote for Cuomo?
not a million.
I voted for Cuomo.
Oh, you voted for Cuomo.
Yeah. I voted for Cuomo.
Ask
Wait,
forever.
what?
I voted for Cuomo. Because I believe Cuomo can get a better job. He is a career politician. He can.
Yesterday.
You
we
got
good?
Mouse. I was
Oh, we good?
rolling. Mouse. I was rolling. We good.
Yesterday,
bro.
Trump, we good or we good?
We good.
We good? Yo, Princess, we good?
Yeah.
We good.
All right, we good. You did all this Black talk, and
There
you
wasn't no
voted
Black
for the
mayor.
white man?
There was no Black
The
candidate. What are you talking
touchy-feely
about?
white man, too. It's
The
crazy.
touchy-feely white man.
Yo, Mamdani is a close. He
He's not-
was born in Africa.
That don't mean shit to me.
His middle name Kwame.
That ain't our name to be taken.
Yo, what about Cuomo made you vote for him? Real quick?
Because what he did as governor. He was a great fucking governor. The only issue people really took issue with, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know either. I don't know who knew whatever. The only issue people took issue with him as governor is once they found out about them dead old people he was putting
the
in.
COVID?
Other than that, he was a
People like
niggas
Cuomo,
loved Cuomo.
but that was crazy.
Nah,
though.
but nah,
Was it?
nah,
They
that was
already
nuts.
dead. You gotta put him somewhere.
Well, he's putting them on his property.
No,
No,
in
they
the
were just
nursing home.
The
dying.
nursing homes, the
They
people
were
that was dying in
and
nursing
kinda
homes.
just leaving them in the nursing home.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah, you gotta put him somewhere. As a politician, you gotta make a decision.
Bro, you
gotta make a
can't
hard
have
choice.
old
I like
people in the
Cuomo
back
as
of the
well.
U.
I
He's
He's a
so-
good
Once he started
politician.
pandering, though, I was
Cuomo.
like, nah, I can't mess with him.
And he was already down on the boards. But I couldn't see myself voting for Mamdani. If Mamdani does everything he said he was going to do, he got my vote. He got my vote for a
What
second
you
term.
mean? Oh, for a
For a second
term.
term. For a second term.
I was just gonna say I like Cuomo as governor. I think the sexual harassment thing definitely derailed him a bit. I would also say that because he's a lifelong politician, that didn't. I don't think that was in his favor. I think the timing of it, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, if he ran for mayor, then that would have been a benefit. But now it's like people are tired of the lifelong politicians. They want something different. They want something fresh. Eric Adams was compromised. He's a lifelong politician. He's a Brooklyn Borough president for a couple of terms.
Fucking cop.
And they saw what happened. Like they're compromised. They're taking deals under the table. They're getting all the support from the billionaires and the funding and the APACs and all this shit.
Agreed.
They're part of the whole structure that's fucked up.
Agreed.
So him being a lifelong politician is not a good thing. Not in this day and age.
Well, Trump
Not in
was
this-
also a change from the lifelong politicians too, and look at what that
Which
got
is
us.
why I can understand why he got in 2016. But for him to get reelected, now it's like y'all was not paying attention back then. Like,
No,
what
they
the
weren't.
fuck?
Nah,
They
they
weren't.
Now everybody's
That's
voting.
nuts.
But it's still the same thing. He is a starch difference from what he's running against. So I also try that shit in another city, not my city. The city I gotta live in, I'm gonna vote for the nigga that I think gonna get the best job done. We can experiment. Me personally, I'll experiment with another city, but give me the nigga that was governor and did a good job as governor. Let's try him as mayor instead of the nigga that
You're a socialist and you don't.
I don't agree. I do
Wow.
not. I don't believe. I
You're
truly
a Democrat
don't believe.
socialist, and you didn't vote for Mamdani.
I don't. I didn't see. I don't trust him.
Cuomo is crazy.
That's
You
crazy.
trust Cuomo.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't trust any politician, but I
Voting for the
know
white man,
what he
period.
is.
It's crazy.
Yeah, all right.
You just said you're going for the black person.
There was no
first.
black person to vote for.
But the
they
person
would have had my
that was
vote.
aligning themselves with the black community openly.
No,
in the middle of this
I don't know
race,
if he was aligning
openly-
himself with the black community. The black
openly-
community was aligning himself with him. It was a little different.
That's nuts, but it's cool. I do have.
Mm-hmm.
I love. Yo, it's been so long since I had Mouse here, and P. Thank you so much for coming. We have maybe one more topic. You got time?
Yeah.
This is very New York based. High 97. They just got rid of Ebro
Oh, the
Rosenberg.
morning show.
Rosenberg. I think Laura Styles. I think she went too.
So the whole,
cares?
but the whole show, the whole morning show,
Morning
was
show.
done for.
Morning
well,
show
some of them
packed up.
stayed. I
Yeah,
think.
some
No,
of them stayed.
morning show's packed up.
No, Cass won, and
Well, he wasn't.
a couple of
He
them-
worked. Castle and Shawnee Culture.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they still
They
there.
fired
But is there a
Juanito.
show like?
Yeah, there's a new show. See, she lives in New York. Goes to what I was about to say. She lives in New York. Don't even know the new show.
a lot of people were wondering what the new show was going to sound like. What was the new morning show going to sound like? A lot of people thought Mouse should have been one of the hosts. on
Shout
the
out to
show.
y'all too. I appreciate that support, but that was never gonna happen.
Why?
As long as Flex works there, I'm never getting hired.
Right.
You got beef with him?
Right. They did hire Merrill from the Jesus and Merrill show. Mia Bell.
Wait, so why did they get rid of Ebro and them?
Because it was number 17 in the New York City morning show. I didn't even know 17 morning
I'm
shows
like, what?
were in New York City.
Yo, Mouse, I was just about to ask you. There's
Wow.
16 other morning
That's
shows.
what I said. I was very confused when I,
I know
found
like
that out.
7.
Number 17.
We got that many channels. Like,
I'd
what
like
it is?
to hear
It's
them.
like
Niggas was making
it's
up the
Steve
channels and
it's
just
like
tuning
Steve
in.
Harvey. We got
They
the
were getting-
Breakfast
mind you,
Club.
they share-
We got Z100. What I forgot what they call.
No, you're right.
103.5. I heard, yeah,
I heard
103.5.
Z100.
Got
got
94.7 the block. I think Ed Lover, he does the morning show there, I think.
Ed Lover, I believe, does
New
that.
York? This is Ed Lover
Yeah,
show?
94.7 the block.
Get out of here.
It's
It's like a
good,
throwback station.
That's a good channel.
Yeah.
Around the clock.
Miss Shayla's over there
A lot
too.
of DJs on there. Yep.
Wasn't that
17
the
is
old
crazy.
WBLS station?
No.
The Michael Basin
Nah,
joint?
That's
W-
107.
WBLS and Hot 97, they're sister stations. And Steve Harvey's kicking their ass. So just imagine how that goes.
So you like Merrill up there?
I don't know yet. It doesn't sound like radio yet. They gotta it sounds like a new podcast, so they gotta just figure it out.
Do you think Merrill was a good
That's
choice?
crazy.
I think Merrill.
You have your alignments, and you can say
that
that. Yo,
doesn't,
I'm glad
you
you're
know,
up there.
you know good and well that
You-
does
you-
not.
you're glad that
matter
he's
to
up
me.
there? Fine.
I love.
Do you think he's a good?
I love Merrill. I love Cass. I love Mia Bell. They have an excellent producer over there that just started. I want to say last week. Jason Rodriguez, legendary journalist, legendary executive, legendary producer. The show hasn't become a show yet. So still waiting for that to happen. I think what happened today, bad radio. I think that was corny.
What happened?
The academics
Yeah, I think
situation?
that was corny.
Yeah,
I think
that
that
was
was
nasty.
super corny.
Super nasty.
And it kind of shows you how corny it was because if you look at who's supporting it,
What he's saying is, I think academics and
Merrill, they
had
got
this
into it on
little
Twitter.
beef on Twitter, and Merrill went up on the show and basically went on a rant for about 5 minutes.
bad rant, wasn't good rant, wasn't good rant. You gotta be sharp. You gotta deliver. You're on the radio.
Yeah,
You gotta.
I was thinking, I'm thinking the same thing.
gotta
I
be
was
in your
like,
bag.
You gotta be in
damn,
your bag.
yo.
That wasn't a bag. It
It
sounded like
wasn't
a
his bag.
bad wrestling promo.
Wasn't his bag.
It sounded like a bad wrestling promo that he was like freestyling.
I was listening to it like, oh, this is forced.
It was like
it doesn't
this-
sound like you really want to do this.
It was like these are the first time you're ever saying these words.
Yeah.
Like you've never
You
said these
ain't
words
practiced.
before. You ain't practiced nothing.
And he's not good. He hasn't ranked in a while.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be
Right,
a battle.
right,
You know what I'm saying? You got to be on it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You ain't throw these. You ain't called nobody a diabetic Takashi before. That was the first time. It
Yeah,
sounded
first
like
time.
it.
And
That should have
wasn't
been
good.
funny.
It wasn't good.
Yeah.
Yo, and Merrill, to give Merrill he used to be off the hip with it, very fast. So we could tell that this wasn't really
Because you're still
heartfelt.
learning radio.
Right.
You can't do both. And I also just think it was corny. Yeah, I'll say it. People gotta stop. People gotta stop acting like academic isn't who or what he is.
Yo, I was just thinking that same
He
shit,
like
bro.
we try to
great at
treat
what he does.
We try to act like he doesn't exist and he hasn't garnered success and
Right.
become a staple for what it is that he does.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or you don't like it, you can't keep trying to minimize it because then it just makes you look like time is moving without you. And if you have an issue with it, you invalidate him by not mentioning him and then acting like, "Why you mentioning me back?" Makes no sense. It doesn't really make sense.
I think that because radio is now battling with streaming, he had to.
You
got
didn't
a
have to.
streamer basically saying you don't belong there.
Okay.
That you're on your way out.
The people that stream aren't listening to the radio, so why are you listening to them?
I don't know. Anyway, I personally wonder. I'm gonna say that I wish that Mia Bell would have got that shot to be number one.
I think she has it. She has it.
She's the woman voice on the Merrill show.
You mean
She has
it should have been
Should've
her
been a
show.
Mia Bell show. She's been up there long enough. She's been doing radio. She's been doing interviews. Why couldn't she be the number one voice? And she's Hot 97.
Because you have to sell ads.
Okay, what's the point? Merrill is not a good A mic up there right now.
Sure.
With all due respect to him, no beef. He's not a good A mic up there.
I am in agreement with
but
you.
why not say the person who's up here has her own show, had her own movement going? Like she okay, what?
She didn't. And I had
She don't think she had more motion than Merrill?
Fuck no. You're talking about a Emmy nominated ass
Yeah,
nigga.
girl, yeah.
No.
What motion was he? What motion
Tahoe,
did he
you
have?
remember Merrill is still on 7 p.m. with Carmelo, bro. That's
No, you don't even have to talk about that.
still going crazy.
Emmy nominated Showtime show, Vice show.
With Jesus.
It don't matter.
With Jesus.
Okay,
And that shit
you're acting
ended
like-
5 years ago.
You're acting like that shit matters, bro. These people have to spend money. These people have to spend millions. You're gonna put the belt on the nigga that they're going to recognize. So when you say, hey Toyota, come sell $10,000 worth of ads for us this week, they're gonna be like, well, who's your morning show?
Yeah.
Mia Bell in the morning.
Who?
With Merrill.
Who?
with Meryl.
Then that doesn't make her the 8 mic. She still becomes the
It's the Mia Bell show with
bro.
Meryl.
She's the least popular on the show. She's gonna always end
Think
up
so?
being the C mic.
Okay.
I don't even know who she is. I don't.
Yeah.
But she has the ability to make that show hers. All she has to do is perform. That's all she has to do.
I think she's got the most. She's got the best voice on the show.
1,000% agree. She's the only one that does radio.
That's what I'm.
So
trying to say.
Jason should put the
That's what
show
I'm trying
on
to
her
say.
back.
That's what I'm trying to say.
But it is still Meryl in the morning until she makes it Mia Bell in the morning.
okay.
There's no way you
So then
start.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, there's no way you start off. That
I
way.
just when I'm listening sonically,
Yeah.
she's the one who has it together.
Right.
She knows how to do this show, right? And I'm just like, damn, well, why? If she's the one who's making this, I don't want to say validates the show because obviously you're right. His name, bigger name, I get that, but she's the one that makes it kind of like.
One, there's too many voices on the show.
It's kind of
it's
like
the third
Harold
person
Melvin
on
and the
the
Blue Notes, but Teddy Pendergrass was the lead singer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. He's 1,000. First of all, there's
crazy.
there's 5 voices on the show. At one time, there's 5 voices on the show. In the morning, where it's a lot of yapping. Shut the fuck up. Shiny Culture, take his mic. Get the fuck out of here. Shut your fucking mouth and run the boards. Cass One, take his fucking
Is he up
microphone.
there too?
Yeah, Cass One, take his fucking microphone. Nigga, fick it. That's your fucking job. Get to ficking. Let Cash, Mero, and Mia figure out what they sound like together as a morning show. And y'all shut the fuck up and do
Who
your
is
job.
it? Is Meryl
Kaz and Mia.
Kaz one?
No, Kazim from.
Kazim.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even know that was him.
yeah. Let them figure out the show because those are all 3 distinct voices that you're usually they're not very inviting. So you gotta kind of get through that shit. You kind of get through that shit and let them figure out what the show sounds like. All them extra voices, shut the fuck up.
All right. I was going into music with this, right? So it's a hard segue. What the fuck does the party scene sound like this summer? Are we still giving? Y'all know I've been talking about DJs. Mouse is saying, yo, I
which is
should
crazy.
shut the fuck up because I don't want to go outside. I'm outside. I got tickets to the Roots. I got tickets to the damn Jay-Z concert.
Oh, you got the
I'm
tickets?
going. Yeah, I'm going.
Me
I'm
too.
outside. This
You know
summer.
you
I
got
told
money.
Mouse, I asked Mouse, yo, when we outside with trap karaoke, I want to come outside.
We're at the Paramount, New York City, Brooklyn, New York, June 5th and June 6th, back-to-back dates. Tell you niggas to stop fucking playing with me.
When is that ass?
Deadass, a comedy show in New York.
Yeah.
We come back April. Right? We ain't announced a date yet, but we come back April.
In April. I want to. I want to be in Dead Ass. I haven't been there since the first show, maybe the second show,
Second show.
something like that. Haven't been in a while. Dead Ass is damn up and down the East Coast. Have you heard of Dead Ass comedy
I've
show?
heard of it, yeah.
That's Mouse's show
Now
alongside.
that I own. I don't own the other show. That I own.
See,
Hey, he's an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I see what's going
he
on.
has a new pod coming out. Oh, okay, I can't talk
Yeah,
about that.
no, you can talk about it. The Clubhouse with Mouse Jones.
The Clubhouse. You stole it from these people.
I stole from who? That was my name before that. What are you talking about, bro?
just asking.
Mickey
question.
Mouse Clubhouse. Who
No,
he
what is
stole?
he talking? He was on the show before. He's childish, man. Go ahead. What do outside sound like, Mr. Inside?
What the hell do y'all like? Do y'all think? So I've been talking about DJs and the way they don't blend no more, the way they don't like have their own personality anymore. Like, and then I'm combining that with the so-called death of hip hop. Right? They was like hip hop is dead. They've been saying that for the last 10 years or whatever. It's all different now. It's whatever.
No, they might have been. They might have been right this year, or whatever last year was. If you're going by the Billboard,
Oh, that's true.
because there was no
There's
number.
no Drake.
No,
no Drake.
that's not what
Wake
was
it up.
said. No, that's not what was said. There was just no number
Drake
one.
be keeping hip hop alive for mad long. Let's keep it real.
Yeah, you love giving credit to white people. That's crazy to me.
You're the one who voted for the white person, giving him.
So did you. You voted for mad white niggas, bro.
Voted
Oh.
for the
You voted for mad
person.
white niggas, bro. You voted for Bill Clinton twice.
Maybe.
I know you did. So what are you telling me right
Was
now?
it not above a Muslim or a
Right.
black person?
Right, right.
Well, a Muslim ain't black, nigga. What are you talking about?
Yo, you're crazy.
I mean, he's from Uganda. I mean, I'm
He
vote
not
for him
black,
before
he
I'm
just
vote for
Ugandan.
Cuomo.
He's as close as you was gonna get.
Well, the close enough ain't good enough for me.
That's
You
sad.
rather go
Democratic
full. You rather go
Show me a
full-
nigga. Show me the
He's the
nigga.
Democratic socialist that didn't vote for the socialist mayor.
Because I didn't believe
You
it.
voted for the white guy. With no disrespect to the white guy. I'm just
Nah,
saying,
disrespect
you're the
him.
one who's trying to.
You disrespect the
you're
white guy
one
because these are
making
still
that.
politicians. You talking about them like these are niggas that I want to hang out with. These are niggas that have to do a job. That's who I'm voting on.
Mamdani wanted to hang out with us though.
No, he didn't. He just wants y'all to vote
You
for him.
just said Shanae was big on his campaign.
Rest in peace, Sinead.
Right?
Yep. And where that nigga at? That nigga ain't been in any neighborhood since.
She's
That
not
nigga-
here.
that-
God
no,
bless
what you
her.
talking about? He ain't gotta go to her block. I'm saying outside of the shoveling, that nigga went out, did the shovel thing.
I know a couple of
That-
No.
good black people in the community that he's appointed
Yeah,
to high
yeah.
positions already.
I fuck with them. Just find me a black deputy mayor.
He's just talking out the side of his neck, bro. It's not making like, come on.
Because I had, hey, if that's how
Because
you
you
feel
have a
about
neck.
me having a standard for
You
who I
have a
vote for,
neck and you voted
Okay.
for white people.
hey, find me a black deputy mayor, and I'll shut up about that.
You voted for Eric Adams? Did you vote for Eric Adams?
No, I didn't vote for Eric Adams.
So you
At
didn't vote for the black guy.
I don't vote for cops, nigga.
Yo, this has been a
This
good
is
episode,
just.
yo.
This is just.
I just said that. I don't vote for cops. I just said that. There's never a world where I'm gonna vote for a cop with a fucking earring. Go ahead, keep asking about outside, inside, nigga. Tell us how much DJs don't do when you be
No, I
inside.
want to know, what do our parties, what are they supposed to sound like this year? And Princess, you could talk too, because I don't care.
She
I'm
not allowed to go.
I don't care. You be
Nah,
outside.
I'm just going with what you said.
Yeah,
You be outside. Prince, listen.
You telling her sins, you're not allowed to do that.
Listen, I'm not allowed to speak
No.
on other people's sins.
How you say it? Safari.
mildly outside.
It's me, bro.
Mildly outside.
Like when you say you outside, like you go to brunch, or like you outside at a party.
I don't
Nah,
go
we
to
too old for
bashments
parties.
anymore.
She's called it a bashment.
I miss
Goddamn.
bashments. I ain't gonna hold you.
They-
I don't go to parties no more. You know, like if it's my friend, you know, my friend got a restaurant. Shout out to Aaliyah. You know, they have side through, but even then, I'd be like trying to stay in the cut.
A
'cause
little shine a light
next
on
thing
them.
you know, I'm on candy camera. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be trying to keep it
We
low.
can't talk about you being in the spots.
What spot you see me in?
You used to come to my spots.
This was pre-Dean Princess.
Okay.
She back on her dean,
You know
dog.
what I'm saying? I was outside for
That's what I
real.
was
Like,
talking about, right.
yeah, I was outside.
And she
for
bringing
sure.
the gang.
Bringing the whole squad.
The
like,
Prince is coming?
When you say the gang, like the
gang.
gang. the
no,
gang?
not the actual gang.
No, I mean I
not
know
no-
he know what I mean. Like the gang.
She got
Are they
And everybody-
Are they on their
she
dean?
got the chessboard.
Because if they ain't on their dean, bring them back. If they on the dean, bring them back. Do you still keep in contact with the less
I'm
dean?
the only one on the dean.
Trap karaoke. June 5th, June 6th.
Now my spot is fire.
You can sit in the back.
like
I won't
in
put you on
every
the
way
camera.
though. Like every way. Educated. Like
I don't need all that. I don't need all that. I'm past that part of my life. I don't need all that.
Whore.
Oh wow.
I'm past
Mouse,
that
what
part.
are parties supposed to sound? Matter of fact, Tron,
He's the DJ.
right.
what
He's a DJ.
is outside supposed to sound like in 2026?
I mean, listen, I don't get all the criticism. I think that outside is supposed to sound like a bunch of different things. There's a lot of, especially in New York City, there's so many different lanes, there's different parties, there's different genres. Just go wherever you feel comfortable. You know what I mean? If you don't like this set or this, party situation, go to somewhere else. There's so many places. Now, I will say this in regards to DJs. I do feel like the game has changed. Is a lower barrier of entry into DJing. Anybody could just buy a little
Literally.
controller and download a streaming service, and you got access to millions of songs. You know what I mean? On top of the fact that now if you got high social media following and you could pull a crowd, you're gonna get booked before a skilled DJ. That started happening when I was segueing out of the clubs, and that shit took me, it made me kind of have a bad taste for something, an art form that I love. So I do get some of the criticism. But I also feel like there's a lot of dope DJs still. You just got to go find them. Like, they're out there.
You know what? I like nostalgia. Like, if I were to be outside, that, like, I like that vibe of, like, that makes me think about man, where was I when I first heard this? You know what I'm saying? Like, remind me of the old days. It's not the same anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just literally
They all
not
playing the same sets to me.
Now,
It's
when
not
you
the
said that,
same
you were
anymore.
1,000% on the money. It kind of annoyed me that you were so on the money.
Yeah, it was,
When you said that,
Drake,
that was
Rick Ross, then Tony Montana.
you said the list of songs, and I was like, yep, that's
That's
a
the plan.
Brooklyn DJ.
Yeah, that's the set right there.
But
That's the set.
I think that you have to realize that certain things are for certain periods and for certain places. The club that you guys grew up accustomed to, the one that I grew up wanting to, aspire to be in, that club is gone. That club is gone. It's okay. That club is gone.
Which one are you talking about? The one because we
Like
started.
growing up in the
we've
mo-
been here since the beginning of hip hop. We've been here since the
all
beginning
of
of hip hop.
them, the hippie, all the way to the Jiggy era, all the way to the tunnel, all the way to the early 2000s, right before Sections.
Which era would you have liked to? Do you think the most? You saying all of them, but which one do you think was the dope club era? Which one do you?
I mean, if I'm being, I was most influenced by the early 2000s, like seeing the John B. And the Just in Case, seeing all those R&B videos, or see Hot in Here, I'm like, oh my God, nigga, I can't wait. Y'all niggas gonna have to peel me out the club.
Not here.
And then when I get old enough to go to the fucking club,
Nigga standing
chic,
around.
office wear chic, the bitches got the bump in the fucking Charlotte Russe
Business
vest
cash,
with the,
yeah.
that was, it was already downfall from there. Niggas showing up in the polo, 3/4 zip, talking about, yo, we about to make a movie. Bitch, no, we're not. What is the movie? The Office? What the fuck? And then you got the Sections, and then that shit was,
So you think the sections killed the club? Killed the vibe.
I think Sections plus promoters killed the club. You got 15 promoters on one event. They not gonna risk on a DJ. You gonna pay DJ some bullshit. Then you got DJs like going back to Trump that niggas don't love the craft. So you got the opening DJ
Trump.
doing bullshit. You got the middle DJ doing bullshit just to get to the last niggas gonna play
A playlist.
five or six songs that the second DJ played, then play the other 13 songs that everybody been waiting to hear because it's played on the radio. When really, the opening DJ could have set the tone by playing some shit that you wasn't even thinking about hearing.
Word.
And now you like, oh, that shit was so
Party's
fire.
going, word.
And it set the tone for the second DJ. Now I can talk this shit because I grew up, when I say grew up, I'm talking about in my career. I grew up hosting clubs first. Both hosting clubs, then parties, then events. So a nigga can't tell me, I don't know, nigga, I was working, when y'all met me, I'm working 8 hours a party. I'm there with the first DJ, I'm there with the second DJ, all the way to the third DJ.
I've seen them do it.
So niggas not gonna tell me nothing. Y'all niggas, the promoters, stopped taking chances on the DJs. The DJs got lazy. Them niggas all fighting to be the last DJ. So if I just buy my time here, and then I get to this DJ, then I just buy my time here, and I finally get to be the last
Not
nigga.
the slave
It's
voice.
slave
Yeah,
DJ.
it was
voice.
a slave
All
voice.
I wants to do is play Coco. That's all I want to do. And you know you can't play Coco when you in the beginning of the party. You know you can't play the swag surf in the beginning of the party.
Come on, man.
Niggas want to play Bobby in New York. Niggas want to play Bobby and Rowdy so bad that you know you better not.
Oh, yeah.
You can't. You the first DJ. I dare you
No
to.
computers.
Nigga, I dare you to just get in the club and you hear, you want to talk shit and run your mouth? Like, nigga, it's 10 p.m. Pack this nigga up. He'll never play in this town again.
You wildin'.
Nah, you pack.
What?
You
Like
out of
the
here.
main set, nigga. Hear you playing them
But
songs.
if you the first DJ up, nigga, you got the easiest job of the night. You setting the tone. Nigga, why you not in that early 2000 bag? Why you not in that motherfucking late 90s bag? When I say late 90s, I'm not talking about Poison and shit we hear every day. Why you not in that bag? Why you not in that fucking bag? When the last time you heard a nigga play How's It Going Down in the club? Oh my God, niggas like, oh, you hear the Faith sample? Oh, y'all remember DM? You playing, these niggas is playing. So that is what the club is. And guess what? Leave it alone. Now you outside. So now you got these outside events, these DJs, these niggas that are niche. Those are the niggas that are winning. Those niche DJs are winning. If they get a business mindset, it's over for the event game. If the niche DJs get with a nigga that's business minded, it's over for niggas.
What's that niche DJ?
A nigga that play all them songs that I just told you. A nigga that plays to a specific time period and don't get influenced by. He not worried about playing Coco. He not worried about playing the hottest song out right now.
The hits.
He gonna play 2 hours of bangers. So when I say those niche DJs, like think of your selections. Think of your like Joe K's and your a New York DJ that I think is a niche DJ is True Blends. Cause he can move through, he could do the club shit, but also that nigga bag is crazy. That nigga, he's playing shit you might, especially with New York DJs, you know, they got the reggae bag. I only know 12 reggae songs, but the rest of these niggas, they be knowing mad reggae. And you play it, and I be like, there you go. Those are the niggas gonna win. They start doing an event, it's quiet. You start doing an event, I'm watching it happen in Atlanta right now. Our old DJ, Abe Hyde, he used to be our trap karaoke DJ, he's from Atlanta. That nigga went, you know, he did his time with trap karaoke, he moved on. Nigga started doing a party called Cinnamon Toasted. That party starts at like 8 a.m. And that nigga, his DJs get to the bag. I just did one in Dallas. What? That shit was rocking the whole time. I only hosted for an hour. That shit was rocking for like 5 hours. Them niggas are in bed by 1
PM.
Holy shit. You think that?
There's another party like that.
The 9 a.m. banger.
Yeah.
I just didn't give him no credit because they stole his idea.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I ain't give him no credit.
9 a.m. party?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
That's my bag.
The Dominicans do it
Yo,
uptown. The Dominicans do it at...
You in
Yo, they be
Are you
lit,
gonna
bro.
make it though? Like
9
You gonna miss it because you gonna miss it
9
because you
a.m.
sleep.
Are you gonna
I
make it?
don't sleep that. I'll be up at 5, 6 a.m. every morning.
See, that's the only thing where I'm like, oh, y'all niggas are pre-gaming at
That's what I'm
8
saying.
a.m.
That's
That's what be bugging me
Go to
out.
bed at 1 p.m. Nigga, are you crazy? That's an old man's dream.
Yo, when I tell you this, I almost cried. I was so proud of this little nigga. They just announced their tickets for, I guess, 404 day, April 4th, whatever. Sold out in 5 minutes. That's what it is because he's a good DJ and he gets good DJs and he got a business mind. These clubs are in fucking trouble, bro. Yeah. Because if you mean to tell me I could be in bed,
what?
Nigga, why you think we work so hard at Trap Karaoke? Because we know what we up against. Our shows are on Friday and Saturdays. I don't care what nobody
Y'all
tells
got
you.
the best show in the world.
Exactly, but it has to be.
If you have not been to Trap Karaoke, they've been
I've
going
seen
for
the
5
videos.
years, 4 years now.
No, 11.
11? Oh, how long have you been?
I've been there for going on 8 years.
You been on 8 years?
If you count the pandemic year, it's 7.
Best party, best show in the world, easily.
But we have to be.
Easily.
Especially on Saturdays.
How many crowds? How many people you got in the room now? What's the big rooms you doing? Big rooms.
We're all theater shows now, so you know that's between 25 to 3,500.
3,000 people.
Yeah.
All screaming, enjoying their night, singing along, vibing. It's
You
very
think about
black-centric,
what we're
African-American
competing against,
people.
right?
Well, not
Friday night, motherfuckers is just getting off work. They don't work all week. They just getting off work. And I've told Tahoe this. I've told anybody that listens, I tell them about this all the time. If you don't take into account what people are living through, you're going to fail every time.
Right.
Because you're going to show up half-ass. I don't ever show up half-ass. And nobody at that show shows up half-ass. It starts at the leadership. He lets us know off rip, like, this is what people are. Niggas done paid upwards of $100, $75 for their ticket. They done paid for a babysitter. They done paid for a new outfit. Now, certain cities, them outfits be bullshit, but they done paid for a new outfit. They new bullshit outfit. What? I said something wrong?
That's crazy.
Drinks is $16 a pop. They got about 3 of them.
Right.
Then they paid parking. Them niggas that's paid almost $600-$700 for this night. Nigga, you think for 4 hours I'm not gonna fucking go until I bleed? Then we gotta do it on Saturday. Now Saturday, what am I competing against? Niggas done went out early. So now you show up here, you might already be drunk.
Yeah,
you might have brunched it up. You might have went to a little pregame. So now when you get there, now we got to show out extra hard because we don't want you to leave early. We go from 8 to 12. I do not want it don't nothing hurt my heart than seeing a motherfucker look for the exit at 11:15. Oh, I'm like, nigga, I didn't even get to the best part of the show yet. Nah, nigga, these niggas is playing, bro. These niggas is playing. And you gonna learn that club, that's why that club dying. You think drinks are expensive everywhere. Ain't nobody complaining about them at the concerts. You know why? Because when they get to that concert, they don't ever complain about the ticket. But then once they get to the concert, whoever's on that stage is giving them a show of their life. You don't get that at the club, nigga. Who's the star at the club?
Yeah, you see the club, bro, and everybody just standing there.
Nasty.
That shit
Doing
is
not like
crazy.
what are we
We
out
got
here
30
for?
fucking bottles.
What are we here for?
I'm like, yo, this is nuts. And we used to do that every night. Just go and just look. Just stand there like,
Bare men.
yo. And you
Bare
see me
dudes.
bopping. This is a lot. Because a lot of times niggas be
They
trying to
just
act as
yeah, like,
uninterested as they possibly can. Just
And
like,
of course, you 2,000 to be in here, but you let me pay 2,000 to get in the club, nigga. I'm in there like it's 95.
right. I never understood.
Shout out
that.
to
I'm going crazy.
You know who got it figured out club wise? The RBS niggas, the Burger and Bottles niggas.
yeah, they kill
Them niggas did Bottle Wars at camp on Friday. That shit was packed. DJ playing, everybody who got a section, they partying, people in the middle partying, dancing, all of that shit. Then them niggas woke up and then went to Burgers and Bottles the next day. And it had 2,500, something crazy out there, partying.
from all over the world.
Niggas not partying. You going to the club to sit there. You not partying. You got to get DJs gonna make people party.
Mouse, tell these people where the heck to find you.
At Trap Karaoke. You can find me there every weekend. Don't matter what
Is
city.
y'all schedule out for the rest of the year?
Yes. Also, we just announced our very first festival. So Cuz Fest will be happening.
What is Cuz Fest?
So Cuz Fest is our take on the festival. Somewhere, most places, most festivals have a screen. This festival got a scoreboard. You know what I mean? So the cousins are gonna show up and they're gonna play the best games. You're gonna have trap karaoke at night. We're gonna give you a real live festival. You're gonna be able to interact with these people in real time, in real
How long
life.
is it? Morning and night type shit?
Yeah.
Like literally like a festival?
It starts in the day, and then we'll do trap karaoke at night.
Oh, this is nuts.
Yeah. That date for those and August 29th in Chicago. That is officially Cuz Fest. So if y'all are in the Chicago area, or there's a lot of people that's coming in for that because it is
August
a festival.
29th?
August 29th, we're in Chicago for Cuz Fest. And then, the dates are already out for this weekend I'm in. It don't matter. We already sold out. April 3rd, April 4th, we're in
Sold
Orlando
out,
and
huh?
Jacksonville.
Sold out, huh?
April 10th, 17th,
Something
Nashville,
light.
Boston. See y'all in Montclair, April 18th. Hey.
Go to trapkaraoke.com. You can see the entire Trap Karaoke schedule. What you got going with Deadass Comedy Show?
Deadass a comedy show. Who we got? We got Spank Horton of the Plastic Cup Boys. He's headlining at Deadass Miami at the Miami Improv. So get your tickets now. When the show come out? Before March 30th. Oh, yeah, March 31st if you're in the Miami area. March 31st, get your tickets at deadassacomedyshow.com. Like I said, I'm hosting Spank Horton. We got a few good features. Shout out to the Deadass girls. They're going to be showing out. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great time.
And the Clubhouse.
The Clubhouse with Mouse Jones. Everybody go to Instagram. Follow at Clubhouse. If you already haven't been following it, we're coming back. And then if you're already a subscriber, I appreciate you, and just subscribe to Clubhouse
about?
Podcast. So it is a daily social, political, and cultural analyst
nice.
of everything going on around us. So we'll be out 5 days a week.
Oh, nice.
Princess,
You like that? What's up?
I have had you here for what, 3 hours damn near?
What time is it?
It's just 10 o'clock.
Child, that's crazy.
It's because he won't stop talking.
Lord have mercy.
It wasn't. It's not me. I remember when
kinda
I said
concur,
I'm gonna
yeah.
listen. I've been listening ever since. Where can these people find you if they want to look for you?
Child, I'm inside. I'm inside.
You are a content creator now, and you are really
That's
good
mad
at
weird
it.
to even like.
You are really good at it, so you should learn to promote it.
I'm mad weird, like, yo, like I had a death in my family, right? And I'm there and I'm leaving and I'm in Philly, and then like my mother is like, or my cousin was like, yeah, this is our cousin from New York. Y'all know she an actress. Y'all know she on TV. Y'all know she on a TV show. And I'm like, I immediately, like, the anxiety that came over my body. And people like, oh, what show? And then I literally was just like, all right, I gotta go. And they're like, no, just tell me. And I'm like, and it's weird because I'm like a performer. Like, I been doing that forever, like acting, directing, producing. Like I make films, I do all those things. I've just always been really bad at like promoting it, I guess, because I feel like when it comes to art, it's like you doing it because that's just what you love to do. And I'm not necessarily seeking like, come look at me. You know what I mean? So
accolades from it.
yeah. But it's like in this, like you have to do that though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my own family will like, my friends will be like, yo, did I just see you on this? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, why you ain't say nothing? I'm like, it's just a little thing. Like, I'm not, y'all acting like I'm like, me alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
You
a little
are.
thing.
Ain't no such thing as
so
no little
in
thing.
my mind, you know, my daughter be like, Mom, are you serious? Like, and I'm like, in my mind though, I'm like, I'm not where I want to be. Right. So for me, it's not, I'm blessed. I'm grateful for every opportunity, but it's not like braggable for me. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, so the other day when you were like, how did you become such a good, I'm like, I just be, you know, I just
She's a
do what
content creator. She's really good at it. She's
So
consistent.
gracious.
She's putting up videos. She's putting up numbers every other day.
Sounds like she's a creator, not just of content.
I'm a creator, and it's funny. I got
movie,
hoodies that said that. Like, yeah,
right.
I'm just a creator,
You're a
just
creator.
in general.
love
Like,
Exactly.
I'm a storyteller.
Where can they find you to support you? Or do you not want anybody finding you?
Yo, that big
Do you
sigh
not
was
want
so
your
crazy.
socials?
No, yeah. Princess is Bae. It's a little double entendre.
Princess is
Bae,
B-E-Y.
B-E-Y. Princess is B-E-Y.
And she has, she does a lot of content. She actually is also an actor, director. She does a lot
I'm
of.
a director. I'm a travel advisor. Like I'm a personal
She's a great
trainer, a nutrition. Like I do. Yeah, I
She's a
do a
great
lot.
vibe.
I do a lot of things.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for being here with us for 3 hours this week, or 2.5, 45. Yesterday, where we on? Something like that.
2:38.
He's back there sleeping.
Wow. Is it usually
I know
less
he
than
can.
that?
It's always less than when Mouse is here.
That's a lot.
It's always
That's
less than when he's here.
These niggas
Thank
do
you
3.5 hour
both.
podcasts.
Thank y'all both for sure, Tron. I don't even know why I invited you today. You just sat there just listening the whole time. Like,
I
No,
enjoyed
he
it.
spoke.
Yeah.
you spoke for like 3
He
minutes.
spoke.
Yo, you got tired of this
I
shit?
barely spoke too. It was mostly
It was
y'all.
us two?
Yeah,
Me?
but it was y'all.
Why you? Yo, come to the clubhouse, bro. You ain't gotta deal with this no more.
I love
Come to the
y'all.
Clubhouse.
Love ya.
So
Thanks for
shameless.
having me.
Yesterday ain't say a word today either.
This is.